had to do it again.
Bowen pulls his way down the left side, gives to Mohammed. Too strong with a jump shot, and the rebound grabbed by Bowen. Out to Parker, streaks in right to left, hands off to Tim at the rim for the slam.
Yes, Tim Doug at the rim for the slam, Terry. It's better to say Tim at the rim.
Tim at the rim.
You know, Kevin Calabro was this close to being Dr. Seuss. Anyhow, it doesn't matter that the Sonics lost last night because collectively as a city we gave up in game one.
Right? Sure we did.
It doesn't matter what happened last night,
That'd be
Terry.
midway through the second quarter of game one, by the way.
You mean they were on last night?
It's amazing how, as high as everyone was over the wins against Sacramento, Terry, how quickly everyone has jumped off the ship that looks like it's a sinking a fast.
Are you one of those as well?
Well, I don't think they're going to win the series, but I still watched last night's game from beginning to end, thinking that it may not have been as easy as San Antonio thought. I guess I was wrong there. However, I still think that the Sonics can make some noise here at the K Arena Thursday night. I mean, tomorrow night to you and me. And I'm not so sure that the San Antonio Spurs are just going to walk away with the series.
Sweep?
Well, with it. No, I don't think they're going to sweep. I think the Sonics will get... I think the Sonics should win Game 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with the crowd behind him at Key Arena, I tell you, it's going to be time.
And that PA announcer they have, you know,
that's great.
It's really going to motivate
I get just chills thinking about it.
the Seattle Sonics. Yeah, when he does the introductions on Thursday night, Terry, we're all in the
Yes?
crowd listening.
Oh, goody.
It's going to bring chills up and down our spine.
How could it not? It's great.
The hair is standing up on my arms right now just thinking about it.
Well, here's how it could not, Steven, since you asked the question. If this dude who brought a cake up to the Sonics was doing the PA announcing, then and only then
Oh, my goodness.
would the chills not be there. But with this announcer, man, does he bring the excitement to the cake.
I want to get a haircut, but the hair on the back of my neck I need for this game to stand up so I can feel it.
Well, even if you get it cut, you'll find that it's still there.
Follicles will stand up?
That's right.
Okay.
Now that is a public address announcer, don't you know? I know you hate him. I know
Excitement of the playoffs. I don't hate him.
I know your people and you are plotting ways to
Your people.
to whack him, Stephen.
That's not true.
You despise the man.
I do not.
Well, you're lying. And you despise the team of people in the Sonics organization that made the decision to go with him over you.
That may be true.
After you had put in...
But I don't hate him. It's not his fault.
You put in 5 good years of service as the Seattle Storm PA announcer, and I could think that's only logical that you would hate those people, because, I mean, what have you done wrong?
Right.
That's a good question.
You brought
What I've asked myself several times.
See, there you go. Now it's coming up. You brought the Storm a national championship,
way
a
to
world
go.
championship. What's the
right.
problem?
I don't know.
Oh,
You're a
jeez.
lucky charm.
Those fans seem fired up at the Storm games.
You're magically delicious.
Oh, man.
Terry called him a lucky charm. Anyhow, what's that now, Steven? Do you want to
I
go?
didn't say anything.
Okay, what? Oh, dude.
Well, I'm just saying the fans seem pretty fired up for Steven at the Storm games. Like, you'd think it'd be the next progression.
You would think that would have been the way it went.
Uh-oh, here it goes.
No, I'm
Vince,
fine with
honey,
it.
go
I
ahead.
Couple of PMS lesbians. I mean, that doesn't really count as fans. Anyhow, this is a real crowd. This is a sellout, 20,000 strong.
Where do they put the extra 3,000?
Well, they sneak them in somehow. They pack in those suites, Steven. I don't know if you know that.
I
maybe
do know that.
maybe the suites are closed for Storm games, but they're not for Sonic games. That's
Well,
what it
that during
works.
the finals they had
That's
all
the way it works with big-time
the
basketball.
whole place was sold out for the Storm finals.
Okay.
17,000 strong.
You talk yourself into the fact that you're loving life. And you're going to be the Storm announcer this year?
It looks that way.
Oh,
yeah.
jeez.
They asked you to come back, huh?
Oh, well.
Well,
Well, I mean...
why wouldn't they?
Well, I don't know.
'Cause Terry very logically could think, hey, if they didn't think they wanted him for the Sonic PA announcer, why would they want him for the Storm?
I didn't know.
Maybe they realized in your tryout that you weren't as good as they thought you were, and they got rid of you.
Well, that could be.
Okay.
But I'm assuming that I'm doing it.
But I think you should have gotten rid of them.
Yeah, I know you do.
After they slapped you in the face for the job that you truly wanted when you took the Storm PA announcing job, Stephen, and then they said, no, we're going to give it to some other hack.
It's the job I've wanted my whole life.
Oh, jeez. It's a damn shame, Terry.
All through high school, you were wishing you were pretending, weren't you?
I would have,
course,
if it were me, you know how I would handle it. I would say, screw you. I brought you a national championship as your public address announcer. If I'm not good enough to do the songs, you find yourself some other loser to do the PA announcing for the Storm. I'm not coming
this
back.
loser.
How could you, with a straight face, with any bit of, how can you go back and do the Storm now?
With the tail between my legs.
With the cake that you made, with all the history now that is that is obviously on record, how can you go back and say Sue Bird with any real spirit or gusto? How can you do it?
Well, I'm going to have to pull it out somehow.
Oh, jeez. That's what I'm hoping for, Stephen. Now I understand why you're going back. That'll show him.
It'd be great if he's just like, Sue Bird for free.
Right.
Whatever.
Just not care.
There goes Lauren Jackson. Huh? Yeah.
I should be saying Ray Allen, but I'm saying Sue Bird for 3.
Can you imagine if he did that?
Oh, nice play, girls.
Right. I didn't even see who made that basket. Some Lesbo. It doesn't matter. Well,
I will try my hardest like I do every year.
That's amazing. It's
I'll
amazing.
put forth a good effort.
It's amazing that that's the case.
Just like I do on this show every day.
Wow, amazing.
What, he's not
Amazing,
trying
amazing, amazing.
on the
Great,
show.
I have a great work ethic.
Yeah, you pull it out somehow every day on the show, too.
Stephen might snap someday, like Me, Myself, and Irene, the Jim Carrey character. Just snapped, bottled it all up, and then just went out and just freaked out, man. That could be you, Stephen.
Wow.
Could be. Yeah, I can see that.
All right.
Oh, boy.
Everybody hit the deck.
So come to the opener May 21st and you'll see it.
You would think that you wouldn't want to be around when he does blow, Terry.
Right?
Ouchies. But call me up as soon as that.
Right, could be good entertainment.
Got me there.
Stephen tackles the mascot, just starts beating the hell out of him.
Doppler, you'll go down.
Takes 7 players to peel him off.
Oh, no, he pulled it out again.
Oh, jeez.
Thought Ron Artest was tough.
Oh, yeah, up in the
They
stands.
haven't seen the likes of Kilbreath. It's going to be an exciting summer for you.
It should be.
Okay.
The T-Man.
Rapper Andre 3000 of the group Outkast says kids' entertainment needs a little edge.
Yeah.
He signed on to make a new Nickelodeon movie called The Hit. It's about a 5th grader looking for a new wife for his father.
Well, hey, well, what were you saying? We have what to give away? With the real pasty, please speak up. With the real we have what now? What are you rummaging through? What kind of papers?
We have a lot of stuff to give away all of a sudden.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
All of a sudden. It seems like we do all the time. We just never do it.
I know, we just go.
We have the Star Wars premiere. I know we have, like, major passes to give away for that. How many passes do we have?
We have 18 passes.
Oh, major passes.
No. Is that 18
pairs,
or
correct.
is that 18
Wow,
passes?
That's 18 pairs.
So that's 36 passes.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. And it looks like
Because a lot of these Star Wars geeks want to go alone. Just hang out in their costume.
Wow,
Like they have pretty much all their lives.
Yeah, tough to find a date, really. Is what it
By
is.
themselves. Oh, geez. All right, what do you
and it
shuffling?
looks like we also have 8 pairs, 16 total tickets.
Yeah.
To WWE WrestleMania Revenge.
WrestleMania Revenge? Oh, Pasty, please. Come on, cover that up. What's that now? What is WrestleMania Revenge?
Going out at the Tacoma Dome May 27th.
Oh, jeez. At the Tacoma
Wrestling's
Dome.
coming?
That'll be half empty.
Wow.
The wrestling scene is like back where it was when me and Hotshot went backstage to visit, remember, Mankind?
Sure.
And
We were standing on the, where the wrestlers come out.
That's
They
right.
let us stand in the aisleway.
we were hanging out with Undertaker and that dude who died. Remember that dude?
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, I got to run out into the ring in a couple of seconds, guys,"
And then,
because he had to get mad and act like he couldn't take it anymore.
Right.
oh, yeah?
And bust up a match that was going on. There was a match going on, and we're talking to this dude, and he's like, "Oh, geez, I got to go in the ring in a couple of seconds."
You're having a nice conversation.
Right.
Oh, wait, hold on.
He almost lost his train of
cue?
thought and realized that, his cue was coming up. He was supposed to get really mad, run into the ring, and break up a match that was going on.
You guys are sitting around just chuckling it up and all of a sudden.
And then that dude killed himself a couple of years later. Who was that guy?
did?
Yeah.
Owen something?
Lot of wrestlers, for some reason, Terry, and I haven't dug deep enough to figure out the reasons, have a history of committing suicide.
Oh, was it
Really?
suicide?
Pretty damn bad.
Wow.
What was that wrestler's name? Come on.
It's the only reason we need the Weeman here. It's like Billy Gunn or something.
No, it wasn't Billy.
Was it the guy who died during a match?
No.
No.
He killed himself.
Yeah, we killed himself during a match.
Well, I thought
Stand
maybe
there
the
in front
guy
of everybody.
who he came down from the little
no,
wire
no,
thing.
no,
That guy
no.
didn't kill himself. It was an accident.
I don't know. I don't know how many wrestlers have died.
Watch this.
A lot of wrestlers have died.
I'm going to cut this rope.
A lot of wrestlers have died. I'll tell you what. Why don't we give away a pair of those tickets to see that WrestleMania Revenge to the person who can tell us who the hell we're thinking of?
Okay, that's a good trivia
But you'll
question
know the
there.
answer if they say it, right?
Even though we've given you no clues. Yeah, text message the answer in if you know it.
Oh.
The text messaging number is 97373. There's a wrestler like back in 97 or something. We saw him in 95, 96.
96, yeah.
96. When he was going strong, Terry.
Was he?
Then like a year later, he I think, did he overdose or did he kill himself? Or both?
Boy, that's a good question. I think he overdosed. He found him.
Was it because he was all washed up already within a year, or just because?
No, it's just like a tough life or something
Really?
like that.
do that
He was
to
at
you,
the
man.
height of his career.
They make you take, back then, I think they made you take steroids. They probably do still now. I don't know.
Well, speaking of steroids and wrestlers,
yes.
I was going by one of the channels, whatever channel it is that has wrestling on it, and Eddie Guerrera, is that a wrestler?
Probably, yes.
Eddie Guardado.
Oh, I don't know, but I think he is a wrestler.
He's
but
the closer for the Mariners.
No, but
and the owner of a taco time.
He should take steroids, by the way.
Right.
Got a bad body.
anyway, I remember
Guerrero,
him a
yes.
couple of years
I
ago when he
remember
was
Eddie
really
Guerrero.
skinny. And all of a sudden, I look at him; he's all just huge and gangly. I'm like, oh,
Wow.
Steroids work.
yeah, they do.
Kids.
Boy,
It's not Owen Hart. That's the guy who died in
No, Owen Hart's the
match.
dude who fell off the scaffold.
Well,
yes.
that's somebody texted that.
It's not Owen Hart for
Right.
someone who just texted that.
He didn't fall off a scaffold. He came down from the ceiling.
Sounds almost phallic when you say texted. But anyway,
Texted. How are you supposed to say it?
I'm sure it's not the first time, Terry, you saw something very small all of a sudden become very large.
you're probably right. But I mean, as far as a whole human,
Yes.
you know,
A part of a human you can
part of
handle.
a human
Somebody
I can
nailed it.
handle.
Someone nailed it already?
Yep.
That's the guy. Whoever texted
Do we have the number?
the name Brian Pillman. Yeah, give me the dude's
Oh,
number.
yeah.
Do you see a name Brian Pillman on your texted there, Stephen?
Yeah, it's right after Andre the Giant. Then Brian Pillman. Yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't think of Andre the Giant's name.
Remember when we talked
Boy,
to Andre the Giant's
Andre, the
daughter?
small guy. No. Andre, the dwarf. No.
It was Brian Pillman. We were sitting backstage with the wrestlers. We were talking to The Undertaker. We were talking to that. Remember that dude who was like The Undertaker's manager at the time? Who would,
Paul
Bunyan?
Bearer. Paul Bearer.
Oh, I
Yeah,
remember
He's
you
flipping
talking
little
about
kids off.
him. No, he wasn't.
Undertaker!
Yeah, that guy.
That's when wrestling was good.
Awesome. Yeah, he's like flipping off little kids.
He used to carry the urn around. Yeah, backstage he was
Getting into his.
peeking his head out and flipping off little kids.
Oh my
And then he
gosh!
goes, how you doing? My name's John. Good to meet you.
And then he goes.
The minute we
into
get
that weird
backstage.
voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 minutes earlier he was like, Undertaker! You can turn on me like that. How you doing? My name's John.
That's crazy.
Well, anyway,
So this
I mean,
Brian
we-
Pillman guy, what did he? What
We
was
went to
his
dinner with Mankind and he had red sweats on and a flannel.
yes,
What?
exactly what he wore in the ring. And the point is, wait, let me just talk to this dude here who got the answer
Brian
right.
Pillman guy.
Yeah.
What was his character?
Hello?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on?
Well done with the Brian Pillman thing.
I did it, huh?
Yeah. You weren't even sure you were right, huh?
What's up?
You weren't even sure that you were right.
Oh, no, I knew I was right.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You didn't know you were the first to texted Stevens tested.
Right on.
Yes, you're going to get something. What did you get? Some tickets to the Tacoma Dome. Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
He's excited.
They'd be handing them out for $5 on the street, but you've won them free.
Hey,
He's
that's cool.
sparing him $5
$5 I can save.
What's the date of the show, of the big wrestling shindig? What's the-
Friday, May 27th.
Oh, it's coming up, dude.
Wow.
It's like Memorial Day weekend or something like that.
That is.
Right on.
All right?
Cool.
You gonna be
What
here? You gonna be here that weekend?
What's that?
You gonna be here that weekend?
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't go anywhere.
Come
Do you?
on. I watch
Especially on
wrestling.
a three-day weekend. A lot of people go away for Memorial Day weekend. I was just concerned for you.
I'm too poor for that.
All right. Who are you going to take with you?
I'm going to try to take my girl with me, but
Is she a big
Go.
wrestling fan?
You'll get a lot of girls at the Tacoma Dome when there are wrestling deals
she's
down
not
there.
a wrestling fan.
Well,
good
she will
luck.
be that night, won't she?
He's a fan of shirtless guys that are buff.
Oh, roid raging and stuff.
What's your name?
Bobby.
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 Bobby from where?
Auburn.
Hang on, Bobby.
Hey, Bobby, congratulations.
You're a winner.
All right.
Yeah,
Exciting.
because you knew Brian Pillman offed himself.
How did he off himself?
It was an overdose.
Yeah, with a name like Pillman, you got no shot.
You're born for one reason.
If my name was Scott Booze Drinker, you think I have no shot?
Some say
Yeah.
it must be
Yeah.
I was adopted.
by a long line of booze drinkers.
Oh my gosh.
Well, the point was, Terry, that when we went to the Tacoma Dome back in 1996, we went backstage and saw the wrestlers. The Tacoma Dome for that night's wrestling evening, it was half empty. The place was more than half empty, right?
Sure.
And then all of a sudden, 2 years later, me and Hotshot are looking around the Tacoma Dome the next time they had an event there, and the place was packed. People were screaming, we're like, what the hell's going on here?
And then Key Arena sold out next.
And then Key Arena sold out, and before you know it, wrestling became a mania again, like it was in the mid-'80s.
Yeah, we were commenting. Remember Hulkamania? It was packed. You couldn't get in here.
Yeah, when it was half empty or more than half empty, we were like, oh, this is terrible. Remember when wrestling used to be huge? And then all of a sudden, 2 years later, it was back to where it was. And now here we are, the year 2005.
Full circle.
And we get a strong feeling that the Tacoma Dome this time around may be half empty again.
I think so.
I don't know. Maybe it's not as bad as we... Just because we're not into it anymore.
Everybody called wanting tickets, so you never know.
A lot of people may have jumped, though. I don't know. Just you don't feel the buzz on wrestling like you were a few years ago. And it's because they lost a lot of their stars. They lost Mankind. They lost Stone Cold for all intents and purposes. They lost a lot of dudes.
The Rock.
Yeah.
I don't need to see Triple H fight for the title again. Right?
I know, right? The T-Man.
Has debt forced the King of Pop to sell his Neverland digs?
Oh, jeez.
The National Enquirer says Jackson secretly sold the estate for $35 million.
Wow.
But extra talk to Jackson spokeswoman Ramon Bain this morning.
Absolutely no truth to that. Michael Jackson hasn't.
No truth to that, Terry.
No truth. Wow.
Who's buying Neverland?
Well,
Honey, should we buy the duplex or Neverland? What do you think?
I know, huh?
It's a rent-controlled apartment over here, or should we take Neverland? What do you think? I would go with Neverland, but I don't like the cabinets, so let's look. Let's look for something else.
Right.
That's a mezzanine, though.
Oh, yeah, there is a mezzanine
Mr.
level.
Real Estate Agent, can we see something in a Neverland? How do you shop for Neverland, Terry? How do you buy Neverland?
I don't know. Tough to do, I guess.
I remember when I was looking for a house, Terry, I went around with the real estate agent. She showed me a few bunch different houses.
Right.
I don't see someone riding around with a real estate agent going, oh, let me show you something I have in store for you.
Right.
Maybe you didn't like that house, but you may like this one.
I found the perfect one for you.
Right. I just don't see that as one of your stops on the road of house hunting.
Right.
I hear go-kart tracks are tough to keep up. No.
You mean there's only 4 giraffes here? No, I can't. I was expecting at least 9.
Right.
The National Enquirer says Jackson secretly sold the estate for $35 million.
Right.
But extra talk
The
to
only one I can think of buying it, maybe Carrot Top. I don't know if he has the money, though, Terry.
Right.
Who buys Neverland?
Paul Allen.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy.
Maybe.
Yeah.
The National Enquirer says Jackson secretly sold the estate for $35 million.
right.
But extra talk to Jackson spokeswoman Ramon Bain this
Gonna be
morning.
the new Seahawk training facility? Is that what you're saying, too?
Can you imagine?
Paul Allen found that money in his couch, by the way.
I know. Oh,
Here you go. I found this one on my couch.
a little bit of change.
Here's $35 million. I know you've never seen a $35 million coin, but trust me,
It's good.
you can redeem it at any bank.
My face is on it.
But extra talk to Jackson spokeswoman Ramon Bain this morning.
Absolutely no truth to that. Michael Jackson hasn't sold Neverland, and he has no intentions of doing so.
That's a definite no. But the Enquirer is sticking by their story, which hits newsstands tomorrow.
Hits newsstands tomorrow.
It's really bothering you, huh? His whole voice
It's
thing.
fine.
You're over it?
I don't care one way or the other.
Okay.
There you have it.
Neverland has been sold.
Maybe it has, maybe it hasn't. Some people say there's no truth to it. Other people say it's the absolute truth.
Okay.
You think if someone's a spokesperson by nature, they would be able to say truth.
Well, it just shows that Schwager has a lot of potential careers ahead of him.
Yeah.
Got a future finally.
Yes. No truth to this now. Let me go to the bathroom and...
Right. On Thursday, I'll do that.
And by the way, in case you want to buy me a present, Thursday is my birthday. Yes.
We'll admit it. You bought Neverland. We're having our Christmas party there, right?
Yes.
This year? Yeah.
The T-Man's in-studio Christmas party has gone to yet another level, Terry.
Oh, boy.
It's going to be at Neverland. I would have purchased, but I didn't like the cabinets.
Oh, damn.
Would you have tickle fights, too, just like he had?
There it is. Mm-hmm. Yes. Imagine telling the person who buys it all the stories that can be told.
I know. You have to disclose everything. Everything.
Right.
Some say the place is still haunted from all those kids who had digits wedged where they didn't belong.
You still get the staff, I wonder? I mean, who's going to run the Ferris wheel?
You don't just want to hire any carny, right?
Right. You gotta have knowledge to this particular Ferris wheel. And
Sure.
just the way Michael liked it.
Mm-hmm.
What else is going on in the world there, Terry? What else is happening, please?
Well, Maxim has, of course, put out their list of the Hot 100 ladies, and Eva Longoria is number 1 this year.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's exciting for
I have
Eva
the top
Longoria.
10, by the way, if you'd like me to give you a few.
Give me a couple. Give me some interesting ones in the top 10 of, what is it, the most what now?
The Hot 100 women.
The Hot 100 women of Maxim.
2005 Hot 100
It's
list,
important
yes.
you give us this, Terry, because none of us are bold enough to rip off the plastic on the newsstands, and I don't want to pay $4.
Right.
So, yes, the top 100 women. The first few are...
Number 2 behind Eva is Evangeline Lilly.
Oh.
She is on the show Lost.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, pregnant Jennifer Garner.
Now, Eva Longoria is about 30, 31 years old. Is that right?
I think so, yeah.
I didn't know that a woman whose age starts with a 3, Terry,
Yeah.
could be considered the hottest woman in the world.
Well, according to Maxim, she is.
Even number 2 is probably in her 30s.
I don't know what's
Evangeline
going
Lilly?
on here.
I keep telling you.
You're telling me nothing.
Well, hey, Maxim has spoke.
You're telling me that the hottest woman in the world is not in her 20s or her teenage years or she's not 9.
No. In fact, Lindsay Lohan
Right.
is number 4.
Ha-ha.
And Jessica Alba is number 5.
Jessica Alba's pushing what, 27, 28 now?
I think so. Look at Dave is all grinning in there.
Weird
That's,
noises on
yeah, I
there.
He's
know.
making weird noises behind the glass.
Like Chewbacca all of a sudden.
Sounded like one of those 4 giraffes at Neverland, Terry.
Give him a salt lick quick.
You can hear the drool.
Salt Lick.
Jessica Alba was number 1 on the list there, Terry?
No, she was number 5.
Number 5.
Yes, she was.
That's what I said. Number what? Not number 1.
I thought you said okay.
So, again, I am astounded, Terry, to learn that a woman who's past 29
Yeah.
could be considered even in the top 100 of hottest women in the world. Come on.
Sure.
Something's going very wrong here, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
I think we're losing our minds as far as evaluating hot women. Because women start to decline, Terry, as far as their looks concerned, by age 27.
So you're saying
26.
Eva Longoria
25.
is really
25.
declining and she doesn't deserve this
Well,
spot. She's
I just wonder what she looked like. If anyone knew her at 25, please write in. Because she must have been hella just like off the charts.
Got to be better at 25.
Man, are we out of 20-somethings? Is that the deal? Is that what it's come down to, Terry?
No, I don't think
Are there
so.
just no hot 20-somethings?
what? Jessica Simpson was number 9. She's a 20-something.
So that's proving my point. We're out of them now.
Oh wow, she is totally out.
Jessica Simpson was 3 years ago, Terry. Are we out of new 20-somethings to be hot? Is that the deal?
Yeah, we're getting a new shipment in November. Come back then.
Oh, okay then. Well, I can't wait for the new shipment, so if you're a hot 20-something, go now.
Rachel Bilson is from the OC.
I like Rachel Bilson.
Is she a 20-something? I don't. I can't
she's
remember.
Barely. Yeah, actually, on the
23.
show, she's barely a 20-something.
Is she? But she's how old
She's
now?
like 19 on the show, but she's like 24.
Okay, so there's.
high school,
but she's number 6. So
Yeah, I like her.
you would think, is she better than Eva?
You see her on Punk'd with
No,
her, with
I
her
don't
dog? No. And so was Eva Longoria on Punk'd. They all get punked. Mm-hmm. Jessica Alba was what, 26, 27, 25, what?
Something like that.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, man.
And then
Where's the new breed of 20-something? Where are they? Jessica Alba, she's 2001. We have Jessica Simpson, 2003. Who's the 2005 20-something, Terry? That's why Eva Longoria wins. She's the newest, hottest thing, and she's 31.
Whoa.
Hi, Grandma!
What were parents doing 22 years ago? I mean, come on.
Not exactly Grandma, Terry.
Right.
But yeah, what were parents doing 22 years ago that they had no time to make the hot new 20-something?
Having ugly kids.
Oops, we thought we'd make good-looking ones, but no.
So Eva Longoria, yes, as hot as she is, Terry, kind of backs into this title because there's no new hot 20-something, apparently.
Right.
But Hotshot says a shipment is coming in.
Oh, goody.
Right there with the new Xbox.
I'll be there on the dock waiting for you, Terry.
I noticed that Katie Holmes didn't make the top 10, at least.
Katie Holmes, Terry, she's 1999.
Oh, all
Yeah,
right.
she is passe, but still number 1 in some of our hearts.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa, easy,
Steven even gets a frog in his throat just talking about that.
Excuse me.
Does Amy know that on these, well, I don't know, these occasions that you actually do make love to her, that her face, body, mind, soul turn into Katie Holmes?
Oh, I'm sure she can figure that out.
Oh, jeez. When you're screaming the name Katie, it kind of tips it off, right?
No, she thinks my little obsession with her is a little much, that I buy all the Dawson's Creek DVDs and
Really?
have all that stuff.
You have all the Dawson's Creek DVDs?
Come on.
I do, yeah.
Oh, jeez. Do you watch them?
I do.
Jeez.
When they come in, and a new one just came out, the 5th season.
Can't wait, can you?
And you got it pre-ordered, is that right?
It wasn't pre-ordered, but I mean, come on.
So when the people behind the Dawson's Creek little DVD situation look into their sales records and they see, well, we sold one. A guy named Stephen Kilbreth went to Anacortes High. They look into the research to discover who their customer is, and they realize it's you. It doesn't make you feel a little bit funny? Do you realize I don't know anyone? I don't think anyone knows anyone that owns the Dawson's Creek DVDs but yourself there, kid?
I would say that's probably true.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of, your obsession with having porn or something, you're the Dawson Creek obsessed man because of Katie Holmes.
Wow. I don't sit there and take care of business in front of the show, if that's what you mean.
Well,
Campbell does that for you. It took many years to teach him, but it's
but
amazing.
you said that your wife realizes that she sees that you kind of have a problem.
Well, I don't think I was serious that I had a problem.
I think you were, and I think now you realize the embarrassment level that is now attached to this conversation, and you're starting to back away from it.
Okay. I mean, if that's how you see it.
It's okay, Stephen. You can graduate to porn now. You're an adult. All right.
It's not drugs. It's not drinking.
Is there anyone out there that owns the Dawson's Creek DVDs?
And he's ready to go for
not
the
a grown man,
season?
that's for sure.
Yeah,
Not a grown man. Maybe a 17-year-old girl who loved the show at age 13.
All right, maybe.
Right.
Maybe.
Right.
Maybe an
That's a popular show. It's
18-year-old
on for
girl
6 years.
who loved the show at age 13 owns the Dawson's Creek DVDs.
Right.
Not Kilbreth, a 35-year-old dude.
Yeah,
I'm not
soon to be
35,
35.
When are you gonna be 35?
The 22nd.
Not yet.
When?
The 22nd.
Of May?
You're an old
Of
man,
this
man.
month.
Wow.
Of this month, Steven?
Yes.
2 weeks.
Yeah, once I'm 35, I'll stop ordering them.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, that's old. So you turn 35 in 2 weeks.
The big 35.
Who's going to bring you a cake, Steven? The
Yeah.
Sonics?
Looks that way.
Vinny the Pooh?
Yes, sir.
Is that old to you, 35, man? That's pretty old.
It's up there, yeah.
It's up there.
You don't own the Dawson's Creek. You're just trying to figure out what Dawson's Creek is? Is that right?
doesn't
Never
even
seen
know.
the show once in my life.
Wow! Well, that makes two of us.
Make it 3.
4.
Okay. Well, anyway, my point was, well,
There are no 20-year-olds.
where Steven's very happy to say the subject.
He doesn't want to talk about his age anymore or
Right.
Dawson's Creek.
Where
age
are the
upsets me
hot 20-somethings? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, well,
Oh, people are text paging in now saying they have
hot
every
20.
episode on tape as well, Terry.
sure.
I'm sure people are text messaging saying they own the DVDs. Is that right, Stephen, or no?
I'm sure that's correct.
Well, why don't you check? You have the screen right in front of you.
Well, I am checking now. I have to enter my password.
Not a one! Why do they put some of these shows on DVDs?
I don't know.
Who's buying them?
They put every show on DVD.
I know. I went
Unbelievable.
into Best Buy the other day. I saw shows on DVDs. I'm like, who the hell's buying this?
Well, Party of 5, they've only done the one season on DVD because people didn't buy it enough, I guess.
Again, that dude, this guy from Anacortes keeps buying these shows. He's the only one.
We got to keep on putting it out just for him.
Wow. Nobody admitting on text messaging that they own the Party of 5 or Dawson's Creek DVD, Stephen?
Oh, I got an email, though. Old school.
Oh, jeez.
Huh?
I got an old school email.
What does that mean?
Well, instead of texting, they emailed.
Oh, okay. And what did they say to
So
you?
we're going back. Don't worry, Stephen. I own all of the seasons, too.
Okay, it's very nice. Very exciting.
A lot of love for you.
What else is going on in this world, Terry? Besides we're out of 20-somethings. That's very
Disturbing
scary.
for you, isn't
It's
it?
very disturbing to realize this morning.
Okay, well,
Hurst has
Congratulations,
emailed
Eva
that.
Longoria. What are you babbling about?
I was saying that was Zutenhurst who emailed that. I didn't realize that was her.
You and Lori Zutenhurst, Squirt and Squirt, having private emailing conversations back and forth. So if you realized it was her, what you're saying is you wouldn't have told us. You would have privately emailed her back, met for lunch, had a nooner, and we would have never
When I
had
recognized
any
it was her,
knowledge.
why would I have said it?
Well, it's amazing, though, that you kind of got startled when you realized it was her. I get the sense,
startled.
Terry, I get the sense that if he would have realized it was her before he read the email on the air, we would have never heard about it.
I don't think that's true.
That's the private life of Steven Ronaldo Kilbreth.
right.
Get him in before you're 35, Steven.
That's right. I'm a dirty dog.
Oh, jeez.
35.
You said it, dude.
Dirty birdie.
What else is going on, Terry, please? What else is happening?
Well, apparently the director's cut of all...
Am I behind?
You got him off guard.
Just go. Yes, what now?
Apparently the director's cut of Oliver Stone's movie Alexander, which is coming out in August.
Yes.
DVD.
Well, who's going to buy that? No one saw the movie. No one even saw it when it was in theaters, Terry. Alexander the movie with Colin Farrell was a huge flop.
Yeah.
Huge flop.
Well, supposedly...
Surprised Colin Farrell didn't make the hottest women on Maxim magazine, Terry.
Well, this director's cut supposedly is going to be 8 minutes shorter
what are they
than
taking
the theater.
out?
Well, apparently they're going to be taking out all the references to Alexander the Great being gay.
Really?
Yes.
Oliver Stone, in the conspiracy theory mind of his, came to the conclusion that Alexander the Great was a homosexual, and because maybe people he feels were turned off by that little bit of the movie and didn't show up in the theaters, he feels if he edits that out, he's going to be able to sell the Alexander DVD.
Right.
Well, that's kind of lame. They're going to take out a part of the movie that existed. Why? Is that the theory behind it, that people were turned off by the notion that Alexander the Great was a gay man?
People were upset by that, yes.
Wow. I'm sure there'd be a lot of people in this world that wish we could just edit all the homosexuality out of the entire world.
Whoa, yeah.
Just stop the world and edit out all the homo stuff.
For the gay version, press 1.
Right.
Gay version of the world?
Yeah.
Hetero version here.
I know there's some fans of this program, Terry,
Yeah?
that wish they could edit out all gay phone operator calls.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, absolutely.
He's got his fans.
Yes, he does.
And a lot of detractors.
Oh.
You can't just edit out the gay stuff. It's part of the movie now.
I understand that, but that's supposedly what is going to happen.
Apparently gay's not in anymore. No, I guess just like 20-year-olds.
Gay had its run on TV and movies, and now it's so out that it's literally going to be edited out.
They mix up the shipment with the 20-year-olds.
Oh, boy.
You're at the dock, all the gay guys walk off.
Oh, Colin Farrell lisp there. I got to take that out. I mean, what gay stuff are they referring to? I didn't see the movie, Terry.
I didn't see it either, but they just said that there were some references to Alexander the Great being gay, and by editing those out, that takes about 8
we got
minutes.
to take out the scene of Alexander in the mall. This just doesn't look right. What?
Him with a scarf on, a chiffon scarf. It doesn't look the same for some reason.
I mean, what gay references are in there, Terry? Was there anything pretty blatant?
Doesn't say.
Does he bend Louis XIV over or something?
Whoa.
I don't even know if that's the right era. It probably isn't. Anyhow, probably way off by about 1,600 years. Anyway.
It does not give exact references or...
Right.
What exactly...
But it's being taken out.
Yeah, supposedly.
Well, now I got to race to the movie store.
Sure.
Got to see it. I'm dying to see it, but I was...
Right.
The scene where the mayor of Spokane gives him a job, they're taking that out.
Yeah, oh my God. It's getting crazier and crazier over there.
Wow.
Jeez.
And to think, the city of Spokane was this close to having Alexander.
Trimming the hedges out in front of the city hall.
Oh, he's trimming the hedges.
Oh, yeah.
Oliver Stone style, baby.
The T-Man.
Which diets work the best? Not the ones that make you count carbs.
Oh.
According to Consumer Reports, Weight Watchers works because of its support group meetings.
Oh, geez.
And Slim Fast works because those shakes let people skip complicated cooking.
Wow, so after all these exotic diets that have come out, Terry, over the past 5 to 10 years, we are now back to 1979.
Yes.
We are back to Weight Watchers and Slim Fast.
Yes.
Doesn't make much sense. I thought we were making progress with dieting. I thought headway, has been made, and these Miami, South Beach, whatever their diet they're calling it now, works, and the Atkins diet works, and all these new diets work. But now we're back to Weight Watchers and Slim Fast?
That's what it sounds like. Apparently eating bacon and cheese and eggs every day and avoiding apples, not the way to go.
And I thought they were onto something.
Right, me too.
Sounded good.
Not good for the cholesterol level.
When they told you to chew the fat on the steak,
I know.
that progress was being made.
People are like, really? Yes.
Which diets work the best? Not the ones that make you count carbs.
Oh, geez.
According to Consumer Reports, Weight Watchers works because of its support group meetings.
My mom was on Weight Watchers when I was 6, Terry.
I know.
Wow.
Mine too.
In late 70s, when I'm 6 years old, my mom's on. She's on Weight Watchers, and now they're saying that's the best one.
Is she drinking Tab?
Oh, I know, Tab.
I just 1 calorie.
Slim Fast works because those shakes let people skip complicated cooking.
Yes, but you're allowed to have a sensible dinner. Isn't that nice, Terry?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Whose definition of sensible do I get to use?
That's been
Is that the whole pizza?
Not gay phone number.
That's what I wanted.
Been the recipe all along. A shake for breakfast, 1 for lunch, and a sensible dinner will be your ticket to slenderness.
That's one of their shakes, right?
And yet you see people riding. You see people riding the stationary bike for the past hour and a half, reading the South Beach diet book,
Right.
cover to cover, thinking they're making progress with their dieting. No, back to Weight Watchers.
It's funny.
Counting those points.
Yes.
I'm going to buy a little mini trampoline to do my exercises on.
Oh, I know.
Let my mom use for a day, then turn into a coat hanger.
Well, what's amazing is there's certain restaurants who also like cater their menus to like
To the Atkins way.
Atkins and Weight
Well,
Watchers.
since the dude Atkins died,
Yeah.
he's been unable to defend himself.
Right.
You could figure out why, because he's
Yeah.
dead. Yeah. And they pretty much trashed his diet since he passed away a few years ago. Plus, they opened up his body and they found his arteries like
I know, all
clogged and stuff.
You
Said,
think?
Like, oops.
maybe all that.
Maybe
good
not
stuff.
maybe chewing on the fat's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
What else is going on there, Terry? What else is that? Oh, what was that statement?
Oh, just exercise and eat right, people.
Oh, jeez.
Is that your remedy there?
That's the goal.
Do you want to put a picture of yourself on the front page of the TManShow.com to show people the goal that they're striving for, Stephen?
Sure, if you'd like that.
I don't think you would like that.
People click on, okay, here's the before. Where's the after?
He sounds like he knows what he's talking about. I got to see what this guy looks like. Oh, my gosh!
What was it? Picture number 49?
I'm not saying that I do it, but I think that's the most that's the best method.
Yes. I don't think I remember a spokesperson for any dieting firm having 16 chins, Stephen. But that's all right.
Once the bottomless fries, whenever they invented that, it killed me.
Wow. You mean that's not part of the Weight Watchers plan? What else?
I think so.
What else is going on, please? It's a Waxus Wednesday.
Waxes Wednesday.
That means it's going to be
Can't wait to get home and be waxes.
at some point during this here show. I'm gonna open up the phone lines, Terry, and we're gonna take relationship issues or whatever other calls people want to chime in on. So
Okay.
if you have any good stories, it's time to let us know about them early, Terrence.
Got a few.
Oh, jeez, what do you got?
Got a story about a woman who gets revenge on her cheating husband by arranging her own side action at his secret hideaway.
At his secret hideaway.
At his secret hideaway, yes.
So I am to believe that she found out where his secret hideaway was and was there waiting for him on a Waxus Wednesday.
No.
With 16 guys when he put the key in the lock with his little squeeze there. What?
No. She actually kind of got it right a little bit, but she wasn't there waiting for him to open up the door. She actually, found some guy to have a little affair with and took him back to her husband's little hideaway apartment and then left some evidence there so that her husband, when he came with his side action,
Oh, jeez. This seems like a lot of work.
would find out that, it would be obvious that something had gone on.
Right.
So that's how she sought revenge.
So this dude had an apartment
Yes.
or something, some kind of
apartment.
setup deal, condo,
Right.
maybe a 6-bedroom house
Something
that his
like-
wife didn't know about
Right.
for his side stuff.
Yes.
For the girls that reside on his bench, Terry.
It was actually his secretary he was having an affair with.
And the wife found out about it and screwed around in his joint.
Yes.
That's pretty rude.
Well,
That's wrong.
some say that him screwing around on with the secretary is a little rude and wrong.
Not as wrong, Terry.
Oh, not as?
As her trampling through his side action joint.
Oh, well,
It's
All right.
ruining it.
ruining
Isn't
it.
that cool? Dudes who dudes who I've heard about, Terry, that arrange for a place for a woman just so. I mean, men will pay rent. Men will get their women on the side an apartment, pay the monthly rent for months and years, just so they can screw them once or twice a month, or if they are lucky, once a week or so.
Right.
That's pretty big time.
Well, if you're into that.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, if it makes you feel better.
Well, I'm not saying big time in the sense that it makes you a better person, Terry. I'm just saying it's... well, I guess that's what I'm saying.
I mean...
I think about it. Don't you feel as though, Terry, that you've come a long way, you've risen in power, you've risen in stature, you've risen in salary, to the point where now it's time to flex your muscle in this world and set yourself up with a little side action joint pad and maybe bring Vinny the Pooh.
Arriba.
Nothing in there but a lamp and a mattress.
That's right.
A lamp and a mattress. Oh, boy. Let me set that up.
You know, the men of the world, Terry, it's amazing women haven't caught on to this. Maybe they have, and we just don't know about it.
Sure they have.
They set, obviously, this has gone on for some time. It's not anything new. Set women up with their own apartment.
Right.
You live here, do what you want with it, decorate the place, make it your home.
Right.
I'll just come over once or twice a week or a month, and I get full reign to your every crevice.
Yes, the kept woman, I guess, right?
That's a kept woman?
Well, sure.
She can work.
Loving
not,
life.
You know, but does he allow her to see other people and bring other men up to that little pad?
He's not hovering over her. He doesn't know what she's doing a lot of the times. Now, if she has respect, she's not going to bring other men up to that place. But doesn't mean she can't go out with other guys and do whatever she wants in other places.
But what if she does?
Well, as long as he doesn't find out about it, he doesn't care.
All right. Okay.
It's the way it is, man.
Wow.
And that's the way this dude was running it.
Yeah, I was.
This dude was running it that way. His wife found out about it, and this is her way of getting even, I guess. Mm-hmm. I'll show him. I'll screw a guy right in his place.
Yes.
Sounds like a terrific marriage.
A lot of love there.
The fact that she lived at Side Action Towers at Belltown, I mean, that should have been a hint.
That's what you would name your...
They should have a condominium place like that.
You want it to be discreet, though.
Yeah, you don't want it all in neon lights.
Yeah, I don't think...
Side Action, neon blinking.
Yeah.
I don't think you're taking the office manager and setting her up in a place called Side Action Towers.
Paying rent. Side Action Towers.
Maybe you didn't pick up on the phrase down low back in 1995, Stephen.
Yes.
All right. You missed that memo, huh?
Okay, how about not Side Action Towers?
Yeah, that's less obvious, definitely.
Right. Hey, I can't bring a girl up to non-Side Action Towers. It's interesting. Isn't it an interesting world, Terry?
It is, absolutely.
Vinny the Pooh! You're a man who's climbing the ladder in this very exotic radio world. Don't you feel it?
I can feel it,
Yes. Now, when you get to the stature where you're making big-time bucks, and maybe you get on in your 20s, you're 21 now, when you hit like 27, 28, and all of a sudden you find yourself serious with a woman, you got a significant other, are you going to use the extra dollars that are disposable cash-like dollars and your power and your flex your muscle, and are you the type to make that side action joint happen or what?
I don't know about buying a house and setting the other one up, but, I mean, maybe renting something for the weekend.
Yeah! Very economical, Terry. You
For the weekend?
You don't have to go that far, T-Man. All you need to do is set her up for something for the weekend.
Yeah. Sunday through Thursday, you don't need it.
But what if she says, hey, I don't have a joint to live in?
You don't understand. A lot of women these days, if a man is going to be able to make her his side stuff, he has to set her up with an apartment all year round, basically, or at least a 6-month lease.
At least a 6-month lease.
That's the way it works.
Really?
Yeah.
That's how it works.
And you got to be willing to, you got to realize the way the world is, Vinny, and you got to be willing to do that if you want some, and you want it to be big-time side action, you got to set her up with a 6-month lease somewhere.
I can at least do the 6 months.
Mm-hmm. So you have, this is all the hypothetical, you have the money to do it, the rent payments are not going to really hurt your bank accounts.
Okay.
All right? You have someone that you really like, you're into her. But there are other hot women out there, too. And they are more than willing to be taken down by you as long as you pay their rent every month. They'll furnish the place.
That's all it is. It's not.
They'll furnish the place as long as you give them a little stipend.
Really? Stipend is included?
Is that your style is what I'm asking Vincent the Pooh? Because I'm trying to...
If I had that kind of money, I believe it could be.
You can pull it off.
Wow.
You can't pull women at a club. I mean, how's he going to be able to pull this off?
Steven.
Steven's angered.
Yeah.
By Vinny the Pooh trying to sound all cool. He really doesn't think he has it in him. He doesn't think this is his personality. That's maybe the reason I asked him, Terry, because we have talked to Vincent the Poohiest Pooh over the past number of weeks, and I've been kind of interested and weirded out by some of the ways that he turns down the action that is made available to him at clubs and stuff like that. We have women calling up the show saying, and we had this girl come down here a couple of weeks ago saying, take me to Tacoma and do me now. And you said no.
Right.
No, I'm just going to do the mail.
I mean, if the barber really needs a place that bad.
So now why are you all of a sudden, why are you all of a sudden trying to portray yourself as the dude who...
No, you said if I had the means.
Yeah.
Well,
you had the means to screw that girl in Tacoma that came down to the station. And I don't know if people heard it. It was
that's different. That's not side
It was
action.
on, like, what, was it 9 o'clock hour last week? She was pretty hot, man. She was straddling you here in the studio. She said, do me. You said no.
I did say no.
And now all of a sudden you want to be the side action setter up with the condo kind of guy?
If I had means, if I had enough to take care of my,
What are you talking about? Again, you talk about if you had means. You had the means to go to Tacoma.
You also said like 27.
And bring that girl the ruckus.
You also
and you
said
did
like
not
27.
do it.
You said 27.
Bullcrap Vinny of the day.
The bullcrap Vinny of the day?
Bullcrap Vinny of the day.
Well.
That is bullcrap. Yeah.
Wow. Terry doesn't think you have it in you.
But I'm sure your barber will like the new place. You want a little trim?
Oh, wow.
So tighten it up. So what are you saying, Vincent the Poohiest Pooh? By 27, you're going to be cool? Not that this, not that this makes you cool, necessarily.
No, really, it doesn't.
But I think it's kind of cool.
Well.
Are you going to be that guy or no?
If I was 27 and I had the means, yes.
Or what if you were 21 and you had the means? Like, let's say all of a sudden I were to give you like $6 million.
If I was in the position, yes.
You would win the lottery. You win the lottery, you win $11 million this weekend.
And I have like a girlfriend.
You have a serious girl, not just a girlfriend. I mean, she thinks you and her are it. You're making plans to get married. As a matter of fact, you're serious about that yourself.
The canary diamonds on her finger.
And yet, all these other women just want you, but they're not going to make it that easy on you. They want to be discreet about it. They don't want your fiance to find out. And they want you to set them up with a place. You have the money to do it. The money's not going to hurt you. Do you do it or not?
We're talking about the full year or the 6 months?
Oh, jeez.
See, bullcrap Vinny of the day. That really shouldn't even matter.
I know.
Right?
Are you the bullcrap Vinny of the day?
No.
He is.
So if you set an apartment up for someone, do you have to pay utilities too? Or just, I'm just asking for a friend.
Usually apartments have utilities included. I don't know how long it's been since
you don't have to pay the bills?
Yeah,
and your rent.
No, you gotta pay electricity.
Electricity,
yeah. It's been a while since I've been in an apartment. Maybe I forgot.
Electricity, you do.
I don't know.
Now even some have water and garbage. Make you pay water and garbage.
When I was living in a pretty nice apartment. I don't remember paying utilities.
No, you're right. You didn't.
Oh, I didn't.
You didn't. No, but it's changed that much.
It's changed in 5 years.
Yes. Yes.
I was living in Carolyn Heights. In '99, Terry, 6 years ago. I didn't pay any of that stuff, and all of a sudden it's changed.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I bet your rent was probably $300 more than it should have been to cover all that, though.
Right.
My rent back then was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I bet it was.
He had a beautiful view, though.
Oh, geez.
Right?
A sweeping view.
Mm-hmm. That's one.
When you were standing outside the window, you said it. Anyhow, you know what I need to do?
What?
I need to open the phone lines on a Wax This Wednesday, Terry, and find out what guys out there, as we speak right now, or maybe a lady or two, has a little side action joint set up that their significant other knows not about.
Yeah.
Is there anyone out there? Or will it be the bullcrap callers of the day? Is there anyone out there who's got a little joint stashed away?
I do.
I'm not talking about in the garage.
Okay, you need an apartment.
Let me
It's right here in my
rephrase
pocket. Right. It's not stashed. It's right here.
They have the little love nest. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that I don't have.
There it is.
Yet.
T-Man Warren Moon on line 6.
Oh, wow! Stop!
Oh, I don't know. Come on. Is that right? I don't know what's going on there. I'm just joking around. Anyhow.
Man.
No, I am. Anyhow, I'm just wondering if there's any listeners out there that may have a place that their wife or someone doesn't know about. Let's hear about it. We'll keep it anonymous.
want to hear from the guy who's having trouble making ends meet. It's easy when you're rich to do that.
Oh, here's a guy already claiming he has an apartment. An apartment his wife doesn't know anything about. You're on the air. Hello.
Hey, good morning, team. Morning, everybody.
What's up, dude?
I was just calling up to say, well, I've been married for almost 6 years now, but before my wife and I got, before we, bought a house together, I had just a little one-bedroom apartment that, I had it forever. And I still have it, and she doesn't know about it.
She knows nothing about it after 6 years of marriage.
It's close to 6 years of marriage. She has no idea.
So it's not an apartment for a particular woman, but you take certain women there when you want to be alone and be in private.
Well, I mean, maybe if we hit the 10-year mark and she irritates me a lot, I'll start doing that. But we've had bachelor parties, me and my buddies and stuff. But I tell them it's I even let some of my friends use it. But if they can't say anything.
So wait a minute, you want us to believe that you paid the rent on this place for the past 6 years and you really haven't put it to good use?
I've put it to a lot of good use. I mean, when the wife's going nuts, and I just need to get away, I just drive 2 blocks away, open the door, take a deep breath, open the fridge, crack a beer, and just turn on some...
And that's worth the monthly rent and utility payments that I'm hearing about now and all the other maintenance that you have to do on this place.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's just a one-bedroom apartment. The utilities aren't very much.
But you've never taken a woman over there and had sex with her?
Never taken another woman over there and had sex with her. We had bachelor parties, stuff like that.
Well, since it's not being used properly, why don't you give me the keys?
Used properly, this place will give me many, many more years of enjoyment. But I've
so you think you believe it's been worth it?
It's absolutely worth it. I work 2 jobs. I got my own landscaping business after my regular job, and I use that money. The people that pay me in cash, I kind of just throw that toward the rent and everything, and I just keep it real down low. So
it's 2 blocks away, and your wife knows nothing about it.
It's the apartment that I lived in that I knocked her up in.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And she doesn't
so
know.
She's been there.
So if she ever finds out, I can just say it has sentimental value.
Very good deduction.
No, it's amazing that she wouldn't know.
He knocked her up mentally.
I understand that, but I'm just saying that it's amazing that she still wouldn't know about it.
Yes.
Because she's been there and...
Terry sounds worried.
Yeah, she should see Joe's landscaping truck outside the apartment still.
Yeah, it's only 2 blocks down.
All right.
Well, I parked that in front of Deja Vu and take a taxi over. No, I just, keep everything down. It's got a covered parking area. We drive past it every once in a while, and I just kind of laugh to myself because she says, "Oh, you remember the times then?" I just kind of think, I said, I still am.
My wife's done.
What if one day she gets nostalgic and knocks on the door of that place that you impregnated her in and wants to look over the layout and remember the day, and all of a sudden she sees you and your boys having a bachelor party with strippers?
Well, at least I'll have a place to sleep.
When she kicks you out. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's worth the risk, man, if he's not making it worthwhile, Terry.
After 6 years, I think I'm covered. I mean, I always got to, there's always weird stuff that happens. There's stuff like, you kind of wonder, maybe she knows, maybe she doesn't know. I don't know, but, there's sometimes I just need the place, she just, every once in a while, she just gets you crazy to the point where you gotta have a place to just.
If it's that bad, why even?
We call that place bars, dude.
But if it gets that bad, why did you guys even get married? And I don't understand.
Terry, this is a conversation you're supposed to have later tonight. Anyhow,
if you need to have a private space, that's not right.
Terry can't understand because she's not a guy.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Well, Terry's going to drive by the place later today that her husband tried to knock.
Well, she can bring them fake boobies on by. I might do it.
Wow.
Terry, that's an offer if I've ever heard one.
Oh, I'm jumping on it. Please give me the address.
Sir, she wants the address. Hang on. Okay, there you go.
So she'll be driving by JD's old joint today?
Jeez.
Are you guys in there?
There's a couple old joints that he's got.
How many women do you have in there?
About 10.
Oh, jeez. It's a slow day then, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, jeez.
Pulled over just, that's all.
1-866-663-T-Man is the number to call. We got close, I guess, there, Terry.
Yeah, close.
He technically does have a side action place, but
doesn't use it for that.
No cigar.
Place to go when I get mad at her.
Right.
How about wandering the streets, man? That works just as good. It's a lot cheaper.
Right.
It sure is.
You're on the air.
Hey, what's happening, T-Man?
Yes, how are you?
I'm all right, dude. I got to go to work, but I'm okay.
Where you headed?
I'm headed to a place called Mila.
Oh, jeez.
A wholesale mortgage lending company.
It's pretty
It's really
specific.
annoying.
Yeah, well,
Anyhow, before my boss hears me and fires me later on
too
today,
Yes.
I just wanted to say, first of all, Vinny the Pooh, from what I heard, I thought he was a pretty cool guy, but now what I'm hearing, I have to side with Terry on this one, dude. He's a big VJ, bro.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa! Vinny the VJ.
No
Big
bite.
VJ.
Called you all bark, no bite. Thinks you're not really as cool as you want to portray.
He's not, dude.
Tell him where it went wrong there,
You know,
Pooey
you don't, you don't need to go get a haircut every second day and look cool as a fan just so you can, I don't know.
This guy's
jerk it
followed
to
your life story.
Some cable,
Obviously.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Additionally, though, getting a whole apartment and paying rent month after month and utilities day after day, you know, in the Seattle area, rent for an apartment's about $1,000, including utilities for, say, a one-bedroom in a decent area.
Right.
For that much, and you're getting the poo nanny about once or twice a month.
That's how dudes do it, man. That's how dudes who have the
might as well
cash
just
do
get a
it.
hooker.
If the money doesn't mean anything to you, why wouldn't you do it?
I don't know. For me, if money meant something to me or not.
Yeah, I mean, to
still
people
like
who
to
money
conserve.
obviously-
I still like to think reasonable. I still like to be like, you know, why pay all this much when I can just do that much, you know?
For people who
But-
it's going to crimp their lifestyle financially, you don't do something like that. But if you have enough disposable cash that you don't miss the money, dudes are doing it, man. That's the way it's happening.
Yeah, I guess you have a point with
And
that.
that's
but
what-
personally, I think I'd rather just, I don't know.
That's what some women
Maybe a
are
couple
making guys do so that they can have them at their disposal whenever they want.
Plus, paying a few $100s a month in rent is cheaper than getting divorced and paying half.
Mm-hmm.
True.
So it's worth it.
Yeah, well,
Unless you get caught.
Boy.
That's what a friend told me.
Yeah, a friend told me the same thing.
You can put her up in Burien. You don't need to put her in downtown
Yeah,
Seattle.
Oh, yeah, there are. There's, I mean,
Exactly.
be
No, it
close
doesn't have to be
enough.
like Waterview downtown Seattle apartment or
right.
View of the Space Needle.
No.
It could be a nice little, I don't know, Mill Creek joint, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, free tanning, pool, hey, all the amenities.
Yeah.
Yes.
something decent enough.
Yes.
No place you'd want to live.
What's it now?
But willing to go there.
Right, right. Right.
You're on the air. Go ahead. Hello? Yes.
Yeah, why is the side action just for guys? I have a
Well,
little
that's-
side action pad, and
That's what I
you
was
know,
wondering.
I do my pimping out of it.
If there's any women out there with side action spots. So you're telling me you have a side action spot.
Yeah, it's a studio apartment.
You have a studio apartment that you go and you take random men or specific men?
Men who are paying.
Well, they got to be up to my standards, but you know, after the bar scene, you know,
So you pay rent on this place.
I sure do.
And your significant other, are you married? What's the deal? Your significant other knows nothing about it.
Well, he's been there a few times, not knowing that it is my pad though.
Well, where does he think he's at when he goes there a couple of times?
My friend had given me the keys for a couple nights.
And
we have a
he
couple
do-
kids.
And he doesn't
so-
know that you're paying the rent on this place. The man who has fathered children with you and has been with you for how many years?
We've been together for about 9 years now.
9 years. He doesn't know that you pay rent on a spot that you have sex with other men in.
That's correct.
Wow, that's pretty hot, Terry.
Well, you know.
Turn your radio down.
He's got to keep the lovin' going.
Who's she?
My man.
He's.
But you know, there's a few different men that are pretty regulars there. But you know, whatever comes my way.
Now, you're just making this up, or you telling us a true story?
This is a true story.
When was the last time you had sex in that spot with someone other than your husband?
Last weekend.
Last weekend.
What was the situation in which you did you pull him out of a bar? Did you?
Who was the guy?
It was out of a bar.
How many guys have you done there, would you say, other than your husband?
Oh, not a whole lot. I
How
would say
many?
probably a handful.
How many?
How big are your
Five or
hands?
six.
How big are your hands?
How many?
About 5 or 6.
5. How long have you had this place?
2 years now.
2 years, and you've only done 5 or 6 guys there.
What inspired you to go out and do it?
I'm not a little hoochie.
Oh no!
Right.
We never thought that with your own side.
She's making up this story, Terry.
She
This
is.
is not true.
I want it
She's
to be
making it up. She wants to get on the air.
Female, I will give you the address if you want to come over.
That's what I was hoping. As I said to her,
time?
she's making it up. This place doesn't
Steven,
exist.
Steven.
He's no match for your reverse psychology.
What's that?
I think Steven wants to come over for a night.
Wow. He whiz.
Tell him I'll watch Dawson's Creek with him.
Wow. So you're really willing to stick to the story that this place exists, that this is the way your life is, that your husband doesn't know anything about this, your family has no clue, that you have had sex with 5 or 6 guys in this spot that you maintain, pay rent on, and do the things that are typically done by a very sneaky and crafty man.
Yeah.
And
The 5 or 6 guys are pretty regular.
And so you've done them more than once in that place.
That's correct.
And you're loving the way you're living.
I'm loving it.
You're
it's
having
my
a-
little secret life.
You're having a great life.
Oh, yeah.
Are you hot?
I'm very hot.
Wow! I was going to say wow, but I just ended it wow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I just didn't think it was right that you were just focusing on the men with
So
these
that's why you
little
called
side
up and
chicks,
made
you
up
know.
this story. That's why you
There's women
called
out
up.
there that got it, too.
Why don't we send Pasty and John over to this place to make sure it really exists right now?
Hey, sounds good. Why don't you say
I'll tell you what.
Vinny the...
You give us the address of this place. If we go and verify that it is your spot, or at least knock on the door, and even just find out that there's nobody there right now, Terry.
Right.
All right? She actually gives us an address and sends us to a place that exists.
Mm-hmm.
We go and knock on the door, nobody answers. Then I'll start to believe it exists. I'll throw her, what do we give her? We'll give her some fine stuff.
Yeah.
Prizes.
Sure.
What kind of prize are we talking about?
Mm-hmm.
We should also
and
drive by
are
our
they
primary
going to stay
residence,
for a
too.
little while?
What's that now?
And are they going to stay for a little while?
No, they're not even going to be able to get in because they won't have the
Well,
keys.
not unless she meets them there.
You're gonna
and
meet
she
them there?
opens up the door. That's what I want to
If
know.
I send Vinny the Pooh over right now,
How's he going to knock on the door and know it's my place if I'm not there?
Right.
Well, all I need to know is you give us an address. That's all. That's what I was saying. Were you listening? I said just give me an address that we find out truly exists. We go there, we knock on the door, nobody answers. Then I'll start believing you. That's all I need. I don't need you to be there to answer.
All right, sounds good.
She's lying, Terry.
I
She's
don't feel
bluffing.
comfortable giving my address over the air, though.
You don't have to give it over the air. We'll put you on hold. You can give it off the air.
200
All right.
Main Street, apartment G.
Yeah, right.
Is this, is it, I mean, do they furnish this apartment? Is it completely furnished and everything
Yeah,
for
it
you?
I mean, I don't have my 52-inch screen in there, but, you know, 32-inch.
I'll bring my 52-inch screen, baby. Anyway, hang on the line for a second. Take the address, Pastela. I already got it.
He's one of the 5 guys.
Mm-hmm. You ready for a road trip there, Vinny the Pooh?
Yeah, sure,
Oh, geez.
wherever.
Okay, player.
Let's see. Let's just see first off how made up this address looks like.
All right.
123 My Street.
Right.
My street.
She could give her real address.
If it's 169 State Street or something pretty common, let me see what it looks like. Yeah. See? Give me a break. No, this is not. No street is named after a state. Well, maybe it is.
Yes, it is.
She's lying. I'm telling you she's lying. And she just hung up after she gave the address. She was lying. You cannot come on this program and lie to me.
Right, I know that.
Most people said, that sounds like a reasonable enough story. I can believe that. No, not me. My instincts are impeccable. Impeccable, Terry. Mm-hmm. I will see through you every freaking time. Who'd you want to be?
Bullcrap color of the day.
Hung up. Do you have her number? Call her back. Give me your number. Let me call her back. Find out why she hung up, Terry.
She live on North Carolina Avenue.
Massachusetts.
Is her number right here?
Yep. I'll be there later.
She's turning off her cell phone. She doesn't want to talk to you. You know that, right?
Freaking liar.
Well,
Hate freaking liars. Actually, they're
Call
kind of
her
funny.
bluff.
They're kind of entertaining, too.
just get a little story there for
Yeah,
a
it was a
minute.
great story.
Hey, TV, my man just pulled up.
You what?
My man just pulled up.
Right.
Sure he did.
Of course he did.
Honey, hold on.
Hello?
What's up, dude?
What's up?
Do you hear what your wife was on the air telling us about? Were you listening?
No, I didn't.
Oh, all right.
Who is it?
Have a great day.
Have a fun night. Yeah, right.
See you later.
Sorry.
Gotta go.
All right, maybe we should go over to this place and verify whether it exists or not. Maybe I was wrong.
Maybe at 10:05 we do that.
All right, Poop. You're on a mission now.
Uh-oh.
MapQuest this
Can I see
address.
the address?
Yeah. MapQuest it and head on up.
Boy, Oh, boy.
What city is it in?
Yeah.
Seattle?
I'm not telling.
Oh.
I don't want. Hey, I didn't want to. If this woman is telling us the truth, I have no reason to expose her, Terry. She
Right.
called in confidence, and I'm going to maintain her level of confidence with us.
Okay.
Gonna help Vinny with the.
I'm not even going to say what city her side action spot is in, and maybe her husband did just, by coincidence, roll up on her. I doubt it. I think she got a coworker to bail her out of that situation. But I'm going to hold out full judgment until Winnie the Pooh goes up and knocks on that door and see if this place actually exists.
Okay.
You can't just make up an address. Most of the time, it's not even gonna exist. So,
it's the Best Buy. Hi.
exactly.
Yeah, it exists.
Let's see what this turns out to be.
Okay.
16 Candles on DVD for $10. I'll take it.
Sounds like a good deal.
The T-Man.
It was part of her job to take items that were, in fact, Mr. Jackson's personal clothing to iron them for Mr. Jackson and return them ironed to Mr. Jackson. Is that correct?
And Terry, this Michael Jackson trial is really heating up, as you can hear.
Yeah, I can tell.
They're really getting into Michael Jackson's laundry now.
Wow.
When do you gotta have a glass of water? Do you put ice in it?
They're getting into his dirty laundry, literally, Terry.
It was part of her job to take items that were, in fact, Mr. Jackson's personal clothing to iron them for Mr. Jackson and return them ironed to Mr. Jackson. Is that correct?
I believe so.
I didn't know you iron sequins, Terry. Doesn't it melt if you take a hot iron to the white sequin glove?
Apparently not.
It always looks so well pressed.
Yes, it does.
I think now,
Now you know.
I know better.
And she did that on a fairly regular basis?
Yes.
She would work at home doing ironing for Mr. Jackson.
Yeah.
I never seen her ironing them, so I couldn't tell you, sir.
Oh, geez.
She would take it, a laundry basket with his clothing to iron, and she would tell you that that's what she was doing?
Yes.
Aha! Case dismissed. Jury excused. Michael Jackson's innocent.
Right.
Well, where's the good stuff? Where's Macaulay Culkin hitting the stand?
Oh, did he?
Who's going to play Macaulay? Yeah, he's due this week. If he's not been on the stand already, where's that stuff?
Well, isn't this a day behind or whatever? So I guess you have to wait till next week.
If we're a day behind, we have to wait till next week.
Well, if he doesn't go on until later on this week.
Terry didn't really get far in math. What's that, Terry?
If he does it on Friday, are you
okay.
seeing it on Saturday? No, probably
If it
not.
happens on Friday, then you'd be right. But I understand. I just got this word in that the part of Macaulay Culkin on the dramatic trial reenactment series is going to be played by Macaulay Culkin.
Wow.
Wow, he needs the work.
That's a good gig for him.
He's available and he needs the work.
Oh, you're a dead ringer.
Right.
Great casting.
No, you're really not capturing the essence of Macaulay Culkin. Can you put your hands on your cheeks, please? Terry, in the last segment, you heard a lady call up and try to pretend like she's living some wild-ass lifestyle, trying to be the all-dirty and mighty powerful guy, Terry.
Right.
And she tried to convince us she's got some little love pad stashed away. And she gave us an address that was, all I'm going to tell you is the street address was the name of a state. Okay. Now, yes, there are street addresses named like Iowa Street or something like that, and they do exist, but it just seemed a little too convenient, Terry.
Okay.
However, Winnie the Pooh has left the studio, and last I saw was map questing this address, and I think he may be out on the road now because he's calling in on the hotline. Is this you, Vincent?
Yes, sir, boss.
Yes, and where are you right now? What's the latest?
I'm actually on the road. Like you said, I actually map quested, and it turns out it's a actual address.
Wow, so it's an existing, functioning, working address.
Yeah, it actually came up as it being an address. And I'm actually on the road now. Should be there in about 10 minutes.
10 minutes away.
Wow.
He's been traveling all through the break. I saw him leave about 10 minutes ago, Terry, so we're looking at a place about 20 minutes away. Can work into my schedule. And we will find out as to whether there's a door to be knocked on, and if maybe some 87-year-old lady with blue hair answers the door, then we'll know that she was lying. We'll find out what's the story, but at least so far, there's no way to dispute that this woman doesn't have a little joint stashed away for her men.
There you go.
And like her husband just coincidentally rolled up on her in the, well, I don't want to go through exactly what happened last segment. You should have been listening. Anyhow, got to get up early, ladies and gentlemen. As Vinny travels to this apparent spot, Terry, we'll check back with him in a couple of seconds. What else is going on in the world, please?
Well, a man in Manhattan is suing his health club because apparently of all the gay sex that is going on in the locker room.
Set it up to here?
Yeah, he pretty much has.
See where I put my hand? Anyway.
He's filed
in where did this happen?
In Manhattan.
Oh, come on. This is not a place in Manhattan where dudes are bold enough to just start having gay sex in the locker room, Terry.
He claims there is.
Well, then where did he sign up? Where did he enroll to be working out at?
It's called David Barton Gym.
You should have realized when the name of the place was Glutes Galore that it wasn't your typical gym, Terry.
Glutes Galore.
What'd you say the name was?
David Barton Gym.
Well, he should have realized when the word gym was spelled J-I-M as opposed to G-Y-M that it was a gay hangout.
Something's fishy here.
Right.
He's filed a $25,000 lawsuit because of all the homosexuality he says he's encountered there. And
so this is your standard, typical co-ed, little, regular old workout facility. And he says every time, or enough times, that he's gone into the locker room, he's had to be subjected to men.
Yeah.
In full-out orgy mode.
He said that one day he walked into the shower area, he saw two men having, little relations between the stalls, and his quote is, "These guys were doing something to each other. You could see it in the silhouette." And then he also was claiming that every time he went into the locker room to change
So you didn't actually see it, he just saw a silhouette?
Sure.
Get a bit of man showering, eating a banana, Terry, for all the
Jeez, I'm gonna get this spot extra clean.
Gotta get your fiber and clean yourself at the same time, Terry. Does bananas have fiber?
I don't know.
I don't know. No,
they're good for you.
Potassium there, right?
I know potassium sounds good. Anyhow.
He also claims that he was ogled in the locker room and leered at while he changed clothes and...
Well, other men wanted to see how he sized up.
So he even says that he was afraid to use the steam room because of everything going on. He didn't want to.
But the point of this story is this was supposedly your typical run-of-the-mill workout facility where gay sex was on the menu too often for this guy to just have a regular old workout, and he's no longer going to be working out there. And as a matter of fact, he wants to be remunerated.
Yes.
Many times over for his pain and suffering.
Yeah. Apparently, it's a 10,000 square foot club it's got strength training space, a Russian bath, unique cardio with a
Russian bath,
hot yoga studio.
That didn't tip him off, Terry.
No, I guess not.
May I see that story,
The sign
please?
says we're all pulling together.
Jeez, just throws that in there.
Yeah.
I just read the
machines,
description.
Russian
That's
baths,
all.
glory holes, and
holes.
machines.
No, I didn't say glory hole.
Slings hanging from the ceiling.
Whatever, man. This guy knew it.
The membership fee.
No wonder Gay started working out.
Yes. Sounds like sacred gay ground to me, Terry. All right. He didn't realize that the village people were members there, and I don't know. Guy says he was afraid to use the steam room.
Yep.
Because who knows what will happen if I step in that place. That was his quote.
Come on in.
If you pay the membership, you should be without fear as far as using the steam room.
You're right, you
And
should.
This man is entitled to his $25,000 for emotional distress.
There you go.
There's no doubt about it. Case dismissed. Jerry excused.
Have a great day.
Yes. Come on. This story you got out of the New York Post here, Terry.
Yes, I did.
It just opened last year, this gym. But apparently already has quite the reputation. Did you read here in the story where this gym that opened last year that we're talking about used to be a YMCA, Terry?
No, I didn't. I didn't get there because you asked for the story.
Young man.
Are you looking at me? I said, young man. What do you want to be?
This does nothing but help their membership drive.
10,000 square feet. Is that big for a gym? It doesn't sound that big.
I don't think it's huge.
Not huge.
Not for a gym.
And this 34-year-old man named Carlos Sosa wants $25,000.
Yes.
Suffering of seeing the gays. I'm suffering when I see these gay people.
Jeez. Well, you shouldn't have to watch people have sex. And
No, you really shouldn't.
You shouldn't have to walk in and the locker room is doubling as a hot yoga studio.
Oh, boy.
with your yoga pants.
Yeah, but some would say you shouldn't have to see naked men then. I mean, when you go to a gym, you see naked people.
I think,
Well,
I think
well, that's
naked men
what
having
I'm
sex is
Between
different.
naked men and naked men bent over the bench.
I guess that's okay with you.
Both make you pretty uncomfortable, though.
That's a fine
When you're in the
line.
sauna, there's 5 naked guys sitting next to you. Pretty weird.
Yeah, they always seem They gave me the key to the locker in my gym next to the total naked guy.
Who has no problem.
And I'm actually the one who just very rudely and just completely out of bounds, will go back to them and say, hey, can you give me a key of a locker that's not next to some naked, gross guy changing, please?
Oh, you're in a locker room?
Like they're supposed to know that the guy was changing at that minute.
Right. They probably have it written down. Oh, T-Man's coming.
Can you put me away from the general population, please?
I mean, when I go in the sauna, I put a towel on, but there's guys just free sitting there. Hey, boy, it's warm. Woo!
See, if I'm in the sauna, if anyone else comes in, I'm out.
You leave.
I'm out.
It's definitely awkward.
The sauna in my spot is small as it is. I don't need some dude sweating nearby.
Awful.
Luckily, if I go in the sauna, my gym is pretty, the time I go, pretty empty where no one's around.
Right.
Just the ass print of the guy from the morning.
Right. I'm going to sit right here. See if it matches up.
Right.
You don't have to worry about this stuff if you don't go to a gym.
There you
That's
go.
the solution.
There's the answer. Kilbrett's body will be one day the coveted physique.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say earlier this morning? Just eat right and exercise?
That's right.
What else is going on, Terry? They're going to attack these phone lines. What do you have?
I got another story here about a gentleman who got a DUI for riding a horse while he had a .24 blood alcohol level. Happened in Kentucky.
Those damn drunken Amish, huh?
He drank 12 beers in an hour and then went riding on his horse.
So you get pulled over, the squad car makes your horse pull over to the shoulder, Terry?
Yes.
Even though you were in full gallop on I-5?
Yeah. Whoa, Nelly.
And they discover that you have an alcohol level above the legal limit?
Yes.
You can't ride a horse drunk?
No.
Can't ride a bicycle?
Can't ride a bike. Can't ride anything that moves.
A bicycle, anything that moves? Come on, Terry. Then your whole social life would be shut down.
Yeah. If you can't ride this big girl drunk, then what can you ride?
Yeah.
She moves.
People have been ticketed for riding a lawnmower even.
In a drunken state?
Yes.
Well, if you're driving the lawnmower on 520, I could see the point. But on the lawn, I don't see why they should pull you over.
Well, it wasn't
Can
a
you pull
riding
over
lawnmower.
to the shrub? Come on.
He was charged with operating a vehicle other than a motor vehicle under the influence of intoxicants, and he's facing a fine between $20 and $100 plus court costs.
$20 and $100 doesn't sound like the biggest fine in the history of the world, Terry.
I'm just
All right.
Friend of mine got a DUI on a bicycle.
That must have been fun.
You're on the air. Hello.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
What's happening?
I got a little scenario here. I got to Fort Lewis, and I met this girl, and
Dude, I'm having trouble with your phone, man. What's going on? Are you talking right into it? Can you back away a little bit, maybe? Something's wrong here.
Yeah, too close.
okay, hold on.
You're killing me. That's better. Thanks for the call. You're on the air. Oh, did he switch?
He went back.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Yes, I
Oh.
think he was finding you a different channel or something.
Oh, all right. Well, next time around.
Yeah,
He's
oops.
talking on a CB now?
You're on the air.
Jeez, different channel.
Well, you know how you have the cordless.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, T-Man.
Hi.
Okay, so this is a situation about having people on the side or whatever.
All right.
I have someone who pays my rent for me.
You have someone who pays your rent and sets you up in a spot, and
Yes,
they come over how often?
He comes over he's a Seahawk player.
Oh,
and he
jeez.
comes over during the season, a lot during the season.
But you get the apartment year-round. You don't get it just during the fall and winter.
No, I get the apartment year round. So off season he comes not very often.
How often would he come? During the season, how often would he come?
Like
Over.
maybe 3 or 4 times a month.
3 or 4 times a month. Yeah.
Wow, so weekly.
Did I have it down, Terry?
You did.
I tell you exactly the way it was?
Absolutely
It
you
was.
did.
So you must be pretty freaking hot.
And it's a 3-bedroom apartment, and I also have 2 children.
So how much does this apartment cost this man?
It's only $920 for rent, but then that doesn't include
For a
the water,
3-bedroom?
Water, garbage, and sewage.
For
It doesn't include that.
a 3-bedroom is $920.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he has someone in his life that's more significant to him than you. Would you be willing to admit that or no?
He has a wife. And
He has a
family.
wife.
But I
Family.
believe their home is out of state.
And as long as he pays your rent, you're more than happy in keeping his secret and not exposing him to his wife or anyone in particular. And
Yeah, I have
just
no problem with keeping it because it's benefiting me. I don't want
benefiting
any
you.
attachments. I don't want anybody
and
clinging
you
to me.
are good sex.
But the minute he pulls the plug on it, what if he comes to you and says, I'm done doing this?
Well, that's been a nice run.
Well, I mean, I'm wondering.
it's been going on for a while.
Give me $25,000 and I'll keep your secrets.
Oh, okay, so you still have to
It's been about
pay her
2.5
off.
years.
It's been about how long?
About 2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Is it just the rent and all that, or do you get other money?
Yeah, he actually bought me a car. I have a 99 Explorer.
Do you have emotions with this guy or no? Do you feel
Well,
like
kind of, sort of, but I don't let myself fall in because
you don't let
I
yourself
know what
get
it is.
She knows what
you
the
don't let
situation
yourself get too deep, but you can't help but have some emotion when it as it pertains to this guy?
Yeah, of course. I have emotions, like when I watch the game or when we're at the game. You know, I don't let my kids know exactly like what's going on. I just let them know that that's mommy's friend or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I don't let myself get too deep because it will actually be a slap in the face.
Does he get to raw dog you or what?
What?
Does he wear condoms or no?
Oh, of course.
Oh, don't people know what raw dog means?
I guess not.
So he doesn't. He has to wear condoms with you.
Yes.
I don't know, man.
Because who's to say he doesn't have somebody else?
Right. She's actually. I mean, that's probably pretty smart of her.
Gotta trust the man who's paying your rent.
I mean, why?
Right. See, if I was him, I'd get her tested and then make sure she's on the pill, Terry.
That means you would have to get every woman in every city that you go to tested. If that's
yeah,
the
I guess
case.
that's the way he wants it.
So why not play
he,
it safe?
He wants to wear condoms
funny?
with you.
They have like this little section.
You can't trust
like
him
at
to
the
take the pill.
games with
That
the
is
wives and stuff, and I just look at them like they're so stupid because.
Really? So you hang near those sections with the wives, and you look like sometimes right in the eye of the woman that you know you're sleeping with her husband,
Yeah,
and
and
you
it's
laugh
just
at her.
funny. It's just funny to me because maybe I'm not the only one. I have a feeling that it's like maybe 2 or 3 other people. But so what? My rent gets paid every month.
Your rent gets paid every
But
month.
the thing is, I don't think I think that
She's
some
in the
of the
suite and the wife's in the 300 level.
Yeah, okay. I'm sure some wives are know about
Of course they do.
but
They
they're-
look the other way.
Right, they look the other way. So
You must be really good, aren't you?
Good sex.
What's so good about you? What's your specialty?
What's his specialty?
No, what's your specialty? You must be good, really big
I'm
time
just an
sex.
all-around good girl. That's all that is.
When it comes
what
to
his
sex.
wife won't do, I will. So
So we're talking anal then.
that does hell no.
No?
Oh, the wife does that.
What do you?
Thank you.
What do you do that's so great? What's your specialty? Tell me. Even though you're great all around, you must have a specialty. What's your specialty?
I'm not gonna say what my specialty is.
He probably just likes to come play with your kids, right?
No.
What happened with the kids? What do they do when you're sexing this dude up so he keeps paying the rent?
Oh no, I really don't like. He comes around, but not like that to where my kids are like, "Oh, mom's in there doing it." You know what I'm saying?
So you make sure to arrange that the kids are not around.
Yeah.
I see. So you have advanced knowledge of when he's coming over.
Yes.
He doesn't just drop in.
No, he doesn't just drop in.
How far in advance does he arrange a drop in?
How far? What'd you say? I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
How far in advance does he tell you he's going to come over?
Like, he has my cell phone number, so probably about maybe a day or so.
What's your specialty?
Because
Come on.
He doesn't live here. He lives out.
I know, you told us that.
Yeah, and yours.
And he's here 6 months a year, basically.
Basically.
Well, he must have a place here.
Yeah, her place.
I don't like I said, I couldn't be the only one. I don't know, what extras. I don't really ask too many questions as long as my stuff gets handled.
You're not making this up. Doesn't sound like she's making this up. Jay.
Oh no.
Are you really hot?
Really hot.
What are you best at?
I guess
Come
I'm
on.
hot enough. Hot enough for him.
That's all that matters, right?
Yeah, but he's the kicker, so I don't know who he is. Anyhow, is he a big time player? Is he?
I'm not going to give out too many information. I don't want to bust.
Are you proud of him when you watch the games, or it's
Yeah,
like,
I
he
am.
screwed up again? He's going to want to come over and take it down on me.
I did this wrong.
It's kind of cool, actually.
I missed another tackle. I'm going to get it good tonight. Oh boy.
You kind of have to keep it under wraps because I don't want to do anything
So you're
to
a
mess
good,
up what I have going on.
you're
so.
a perfect side action kind of person because you know how it's done, and
That's
you
how
know
you play the game.
You know
you can't let the game play you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you also work outside of being,
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I keep the ball rolling just in case.
Well, just in case, right.
Something fall ball.
So are you actively looking for like a boyfriend or a man or something like that, or what?
Well, actually, no, because, I have my 2 children, and I just want to kind of just make the best
Would
out
he
of
be
that. I don't want
pissed?
any
Would he be
attachment.
pissed if he came back in town and you told him, I kind of got someone I'm seeing, but I want to keep this going?
Well, that's the understanding that we have. He has a wife. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? He has a whole separate life, so you can't expect me to just...
So if you
know,
told him you had a
hold
boyfriend, someone you were serious about, but you still want to keep things as they are, he'd be okay with that.
Probably so, but it just depends on how serious I would be with the other person. But I don't want to be connected to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, free rent. Why would I?
How old are
no
you?
joke.
How old are you?
I'll be 26 this month.
Come on, what's your specialty?
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You got a specialty. What is it? What does he
I'm
like
not
love?
gonna say my specialty.
What does he love? What does he request most?
No, I'm not going to say that.
Oh, we'll know who it is.
Yeah, just by that
So I just
request.
don't want to say that.
You got some really big breasts, don't you?
No.
You don't?
Average.
How average?
36 D's average.
Oh, that's average. I'd love the world even more, Terry.
Right.
Actually, it's average now with the cosmetic surgery world that we're living in, but I have a feeling hers are natural, baby. Aren't they?
Yep.
They're natural, right?
Yeah, of course.
You didn't have them done?
No.
What's your specialty? Come on.
What?
What are you best at? There's something you do. There's something in the sexual world that you do that he's just like, whoa.
I'm not going to say. But
I want to know what that is.
I'm not going to say. But, for all the ladies out there, all you got to do is go clubbing downtown Seattle. And you'll
I was going to say, did you meet him?
Get yourself a Seahawk.
Yeah. But just keep your mouth shut.
How long has he been married?
He's been, I'm not going to say that either. That might give that away.
Does he have kids?
Yes, he does.
Are
they older or younger?
Your kids,
But like NFL players, NBA players, they have like 5 and 6 and 20 kids across the United States, so you never know, you know?
You never had a moment of guilt?
No.
Not once?
No, because it actually happened to me. It happened to me.
Well, that's, in some people's minds, would make you feel extra guilty, that here I was wronged, and I cried in my pillow, and I went through gallons and gallons of Ben & Jerry's to get these big D's, and now I'm doing the same thing to another woman.
Yeah, but we'll go, I don't know. I don't have any remorse, so.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's great.
No remorse.
He's not the father of those kids, is he?
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Come on, Steven.
But he takes care of them.
Maybe that's why he still comes around, is because they're his kids. But
there's some position that he's just like, I've done women so many times in that position, but this one is something about the way she bends or something about the angle I hit that it is unbelievable. But what is it? What's your specialty?
I am not going to.
But like she also says, I mean, the reason why she has him wear a condom is because she's not stupid, and she realizes that there's probably whatever.
Yeah, she made that clear.
For my
there's
safety
another
also, because if he's doing something with me, then I trust no man. He could be doing the same thing to somebody else. My next door neighbor could be doing her. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't put anything past him.
The whole wing of that building.
I've been so many women over close hamper stereo, but this one, there's something about the way. Something she's not telling us that I need to know, Terry. What's your specialty?
I'm not going to tell that.
Do you know what it is, and you just don't want to say, or you're not even quite sure?
I just don't want to say. Because I have a feeling someone's going to know my voice or something. On the radio, I don't want to say. Yeah, but it's pretty cool, though.
Where there's someone calling it already that I think may have recognized you.
He's a gay phone operator.
Yeah, she's my side action, too.
He's so gay.
Wow.
He's so phone operator.
Believes I play for the Seahawks.
And now, here's Gay. Good morning.
Good morning.
What would you possibly have to contribute to this conversation?
Well, I'm just wondering if this guy is the same guy that's doing my friend. And her specialty is that she puts a strap on and does him.
Oh, shit.
Have you ever put a strap on for this guy?
No.
Gay needs to know, apparently. No. He's not into that?
No.
Okay, because Gay claims that he knows a Seahawk that goes over to a dude's house for side action, Terry.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's what one of his that's what one of his friends with the cuff tells him.
Right.
No, and this guy's married and has kids as well.
No, that's not. I don't do any of that.
We have a fine football team in town, don't we, Terry?
No wonder they lose every year. They're all gay.
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
So I give me some side action.
Well, thank you. Is there anything else, Gay?
I'll play with the footballer.
What did you say?
So who cares? Footballer. Right, the footballer.
All right, well, you guys have a good day.
Hey, you as well. Thanks for calling in.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Enjoy your free car.
Steven sounds a little jealous. He sounds a little agitated.
She's trying to upgrade, get a newer car than that.
He tried to make a move on Christian Fourier back in the day. He wasn't having it. Gay?
Oh,
yes, sir.
Goodness.
Did you work out yesterday?
Yes, I did.
Today's your day off, right?
Today is my day off. My trainer got back last night.
Oh.
So.
Is that why there's the bounce back in your step?
Yes.
Not really.
Do you have a crush on this trainer of yours or what?
No.
No,
Not at all.
the double no, Terry.
Yeah, he's got a good body, but I don't have a crush
No,
on him.
no. Oh,
Yeah. No, it's so yes.
wow.
Did you ravage the old country buffet yet or no?
I have not.
When's that big indulgence day that you're allowed?
I think it's in a couple of weeks, actually.
That's what it was a couple of weeks ago.
I know, everything.
No, he said he's
when he told me at first, he said it was like in 3 weeks, but then he went on vacation, so I don't know when it's going to be.
You probably already ravaged it.
When is the next time you get weighed in there?
Honestly, I don't know.
How do you think you did when he was gone?
I did not do as well as I should have.
But you'll admit there's been a regression since a few weeks ago, right? That you've taken a backward step.
I'm not saying a backward step. I had a really emotional week. I had a really bad week. I did not eat as well as I should have.
Uh-oh.
So you've already had a few indulgence days, in other words.
Yeah, I have.
Right.
What'd you have?
I ate some stuff that I should not have.
What was it?
What drive-through?
I didn't go in any drive-through.
You can't handle the pressure of the bet, Terry.
I know.
It's the bet. He's going to be eating cake.
Nope.
He's going to be having sex with a woman. I'm going to win this bet, Terry, in a Silver Cloud Inn by the end of the year.
Can't wait.
That's not going to happen.
Eating cake.
It's better than a Christmas party. Eating cake.
All right?
Not going to happen. I'm
All
gonna,
right.
I'm doing good again, and it's going to be fine.
Oh, the trainer better never leave again.
Yeah, no kidding.
But I didn't realize how much support he is. It's
Jeez.
him not being here. So.
Well, on that note, have a great...
Bye-bye.
The T-Man.
Device. Terry, if you were listening earlier this morning, I hope you were. Were you tuned in? Yes.
I think so, yeah.
There was a woman who came on who said she, like many men out there, have a side action spot nestled away in her hometown where, unbeknownst to her husband of 9 years, she's taken numerous men behind her husband's back and had sex with them, Terry. She pays the rent on this place. She keeps it relatively maintained. She acts and behaves like your typical seedy, gross, and disgusting, but big-time man.
But big time, huh?
It goes hand in hand, Terry. And we doubted, or at least I did, doubted her honesty or truthfulness, and I sent Vinny the Pooh on the case, Terry. We got the address of this apparent joint. Vinny the Pooh map-quested it. He found out it did actually come up as a working, existing address. He then drove in his Vinny the Pooh's Pooh vehicle over to that spot, and he, I understand, is there. Is that correct, Vinny the Pooh?
Yeah, I've actually been out here for a couple minutes now, waiting for you guys to come back.
He's been waiting outside of the apartment door or outside the building?
Right outside the apartment door.
You're right outside the door. He's whispering to her. He's hanging in some hallway right now.
Looking kind of
Is it an outdoor apartment door or is it an inside apartment door?
Inside a building.
It's an inside apartment door, Terry. There's no fresh air to be breathed. There is just him. And how many doors would you say are on this floor? How many apartments? 20?
20-something.
It's that long a floor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you're outside an apartment door of the address that the woman gave you.
That's right.
And you're ready to knock. And I said, all I need to do, Terry, is have him knock and no one answer.
Right.
And I'll be more convinced than I was. I'll apologize to this woman and say, you know what, I should have given you the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
But if some stupid yokel answers the door and says, well, what are you talking about? It's my place.
I've been in years.
Yeah. Well, then we'll know she's the Bullcrap Caller O the Day, Terry.
Yes.
And she'll win, of course, the Bullcrap Caller O the Day prize package. Vinny the Pooh, without further ado, I don't think there's anything left to do as far as any preparation, aside from knocking on the old door there and us getting an answer here. What do you say? Do you want to say something? A little final word before you give it a knockety-knock-knock, or what? Have you seen anyone come and go out of that apartment, or no?
No, I'm hearing things, but they're not from this door, though. I'm hearing things like from down the hall, so...
So as far as anything going on inside this particular apartment, you have heard nothing.
Heard nothing.
Which only further confirms this woman's truthful level.
Right.
Huh? Yeah, right. Well, I say then, why don't you knock away?
Here we go.
Like this woman does in that apartment every once in a while. Yes. Here he goes. Let me hear the knock, Vinny. There it is!
Wow,
that sounds like a knock to me,
Yeah,
Terry.
solid knock.
That's a solid door she's got there.
He does that well.
Yeah, he does.
So far, nothing, T.
Put your ear to the door. Any sounds of life in there?
So far, nothing.
Knock
I don't hear
again.
anything.
Knock again.
Ouch, my knuckle hurts.
Pound on the door with a fist.
Oh, my gosh.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Kick
Nobody
the
did
door.
it.
Whoa!
Kick the door. with
If
your-
you wanted me to.
Kick the door.
Here we go.
No, one big solid round kick. Leave a footprint on the door. Let her know we've been there.
Still hear anything.
Ram it with the wrecking ball.
Pee on the door. Take a crap on the door.
Yeah, nothing, T. Nobody did it.
Wow. Well, there you go, huh?
Wow.
Are you satisfied?
Oh, no.
We better check again at
Maybe
10.
Vinny the Pooh's in on it.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, he's been out there.
Is it a decent building? Is it a nice building? A so-so building? What do we got here?
It's a nice building, like, well,
How many floors would you say in this building?
I mean, like
Well, you were just in the elevator. How many floors did you notice?
10.
Was there an elevator?
There was an elevator.
Or is it a walk-up?
It was an elevator. I took an elevator up.
10 floors.
10 floors.
What floor are you on?
I'm on the second floor.
You're on the second floor.
I'm on the second floor.
Mm-hmm. Nice enough building?
It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I would not mind living here.
Hey.
Oh, well, he's 21. Isn't he?
Yeah, true.
Anyhow,
You
all
know
right.
from nice, right?
No need to knock again, or what?
I can if you want me to. You want me to kick it? You want me to, like, kind of, what do you want me to do? I can knock harder.
Maybe you should knock on a neighbor's door and ask if a hot woman lives next door.
I can if you want me to. Here.
Are you comfortable with knocking on someone? You said you heard some people in other apartments. You comfortable with knocking on their door and asking if a hot woman lives in that door over there?
Sure. Hold on.
Go ahead, do it.
I heard this is where I get action.
Yeah. Say, hey, I'm just doing a survey. Does a hot woman live in this apartment over here? Say something like that.
Because you're definitely not.
Right, you look like a survey taker.
All right, I'm at the next door directly to the right of the,
Okay, there you go. Knock on that door.
my knuckle is starting to
See, I may be a little lost. I'm looking for a hot woman's apartment. Does she live next door? Or she may not be hot. Does a woman live next door? How old did she sound? Like a 20-something woman? 30-something?
Nobody's actually answering this door either, but I've got a lot of different options, so I can keep going down.
Keep knocking!
I'm taking a survey. Do you know if a hot woman lives right next door? You're fixing to get the police called. No, there is no woman in there. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. I apologize.
What'd she say?
She said she's going to call the police on me.
Oh, jeez. You better get out of there.
Yeah.
Abort! Abort! Is she a hot woman? Was she a hot woman? I think we lost contact with the poo. We lost contact with the poo. What did she say? Did she answer the question, though? I thought she answered the question.
She said there was no hot woman that lived next door.
Really? Oh, she's butt ugly. Get out of here now before I call the cops. Did she say it wasn't a woman or what?
I'm going to the elevator. I'll call you guys back.
All right.
Oh, jeez. No 911 here needed.
Shot him with a stun gun. Oh!
I thought she described herself as pretty hot, Terry, didn't she?
Yes, she did. Mm-hmm.
So either she was lying about being hot, or she doesn't own or rent out that apartment that she said she did, and I have yet again seen through another bullcrap caller of the day, Terry.
Bullcrap caller of the day,
Setting us on wild goose chases to random apartments out there in the western Washington area. Don't you think we have better things to do with our time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The T-Man.
So, are Heidi Klum and Seal getting married in Mexico? Yes. The New York Daily News says the supermodel singer union will take place on a beach with only close family and friends present. Klum, who is 5 months pregnant, will be wearing a dress by Vera Wang.
You know how that feels, huh, Terry?
No.
Oh.
Being pregnant?
You were never pregnant when you got married one of those times?
No.
Oh.
Odds would tell you she had to have been.
Yeah, I would have bet everything.
Right, I mean,
no.
5 kids, three marriages.
16
I haven't had
marriages,
3 marriages.
67 kids, and it's never happened once.
Well, she's in her upper 30s, I guess.
Mud flaps.
Yeah, well,
All right.
never happened.
Okay, well then I guess you wouldn't know how.
No.
But it must be an attractive sight, I'm sure. 5 months pregnant. That's getting pretty out there with the tummy.
You're bulging.
Yeah, and her second, too. It's her second baby.
Pregnant
so.
women are beautiful. Just I don't know about their level of beauty in wedding dresses, but that's fine.
Not a white wedding, I think.
All right. Pull anything off these days.
That's true.
Billy Idol will rewrite the song. What else is going on?
Well, you mentioned earlier about Macaulay Culkin and taking the stand for Michael Jackson. You were wondering when that was going to happen?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he has arrived at the courthouse today already in Santa Maria.
Right.
Yes, and so today is the day he will testify.
Very exciting.
Yes.
That's going to seal the deal for Michael.
So he hopes, huh?
Yes. Huh? Sure. What else?
I got a story here about a woman who got 25 years to life in prison for strangling her neighbor with her bra. Happened to Karen Chades of Victoriaville, California. She went to her neighbor.
You can strangle someone with a bra.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Sure,
That's an effective means of killing someone.
Why not?
David, take off your bra. Let's try this out.
All right, hold on.
Well, I mean, they're
I've learned how to do it now with
flexible.
one hand.
Got elastic and metal and...
That's why you only get in fights with flat girls, Terry.
Really?
Yes.
They have no bra?
Not enough weaponry at their disposal.
Beat you with a tank top.
Oh, you can strangle someone with a
These
tank top.
big ladies, all they got to do is take off their big wire bras.
Yeah.
That house their big flabby tiggies.
Yeah.
Big flabby tiggies.
You get that around you, you're in big trouble.
Well, yeah.
I never thought that a bra could kill a man.
Strangled him to death.
And why was this man in this woman's bad graces, Terry? Why did she decide to pull the bra out of the holster and strangle the life out of this man?
Well, apparently a couple of years ago, she was at his house for a party, and she discovered that he had somehow taken one of her bras. Now, they don't say in the story how exactly he got a hold of the bra, if they had a prior relationship or if he had, stolen it or what. But she had been drinking, of course, at this party. She freaked out.
Can you just get to the point, please? How did she then decide to strangle him with her bra? What happened?
Well, she hit him with a broom. Yeah,
he got pissed because he stole one of her bras. She grabbed the bra, put it around his neck, and sucked the life out of him.
Well,
is that pretty much it?
No. She actually hit him with a broom, knocking him out, or knocking out his two front teeth, and then she took the bra off her back and strangled him to death with it.
She's able to take just everyday items and do some major damage with them. With the straw part of the broom, she knocked out two of his teeth. That's pretty effective.
No, I didn't say straw. I just said with a broom.
The fact that he had two teeth to knock out, that's great.
Didn't see that coming, huh?
MacGyver would be proud.
Yes, he would. Very handy girl.
Being resourceful, I think.
Yeah.
Tremendous work. And now she's going to have to think about this for the rest of her life in a 4x8 holding cell.
Yep.
And are you going to spend the rest of your life thinking about it?
At least the next 10 seconds.
She could be a gang leader in there. She sounds pretty tough.
Yes, she does.
Okay, I'm done. 1-866-663-T-Man is the number to call. Anything you want to talk about, I am reopening the phone lines at 1-866-663-T-Man if you'd like to strangle someone live on the air with your bra.
We're promoting that?
Now's the time to call, and you're on the air. Hi.
What's going on, man?
How are you, sir?
I'm all right. I called earlier, but for somehow...
How can we be of service to you this morning, sir?
Well, I want to talk to Terry or whoever's there about a relationship I'm in. Well, I want to be in. It's this girl I met here when I got to Fort Lewis, and she had a fight with her boyfriend one night, and I went out to smoke, and she was out there crying, and she just looked so beautiful, and I just started talking to her. And over time, we started talking to each other and getting a little bit about each other, and
took advantage of her in her vulnerable state, huh? She was crying. She had the bad feelings about the boyfriend she was fighting with, and you were there to capitalize on the moment.
Well, it just so happened that I was there, and I walked up on her, and I said, "What's wrong?" I said, "Why are you crying?" And she was like, "I don't want to talk about it." I said, "Well, you can talk." I said, it's just...
And you said, "We don't have to do any talking."
Well, she started telling me that her and her boyfriend got into a fight, and over time, me and her started talking and getting to know about each other. And one night, I was walking upstairs to my room, and she grabs me, and she's like, you smell really good. You look really nice. So you're coming to my room. She takes my hand, and she drags me upstairs to her room.
By the hair?
No, by the arm.
Oh, that'd be really hot. Anyway, so she drags you to her room, and you had sex with her?
Well, I didn't have sex with her. We started making...
Oh, you had tea.
Well, yeah, I think it's a little bit of a tease there.
Oh, no.
We started making out, and she started telling me about how she wanted to have a relationship and how she's going to break up with her boyfriend.
All right, so what do you want? What do you want Terry to do? What questions do you have? How can we help?
Okay. This girl, over time, I found out that she's like very like deceptive, and like she's having sex with all these guys at one time. And then when we started having sex, I thought it was just me and her. We had a relationship, and she started having sex with like 6 other guys. But it caught up with her, and I told her I didn't want anything to do with her. So I wanted to ask Terry, what should I do? Because now, because I gave her my virginity.
Oh, jeez.
I'm 20 years old. I gave her my virginity.
Yep.
And I want Terry to tell me, what should I do? Should I give her a chance to have a relationship, or shouldn't I? I don't know what to do.
Terry, give him your words of wisdom.
That would be no.
Oh, jeez. Why? Because you really didn't understand the question, but you figure that's the best way to go here?
No, I understand the question exactly. I think that it's already, she's already proven that she cannot be trusted, and
Terry, if all the people in the world that couldn't be trusted weren't suitable relationship partners, the world would be void of relationships.
Okay, well then you're right. I don't know.
And don't act like you haven't been paired off with a guy that you didn't have complete trust for. Okay.
Okay.
I've heard your track record.
Sure.
You're a very suspicious woman.
Oh, I am.
So why are you telling this guy don't get involved with someone you can't trust or be not suspicious of?
He thought already that he was the only guy, and he just found out that he was number 7 or 8.
Yeah,
does he want to? I mean, what? He's just going to say,
he was 7th or 8th. He was 7th or 8th on the depth chart, but now she's scrapped the depth chart, and she wants to start her life anew. She wants to change the pattern of the life she was living to be a one-woman kind of lady, and she's chosen this man.
Well, but
why shouldn't he give her a chance? He has feelings for her. He loves her.
You're the one who always say, hey, once a cheater, always a cheater.
That's for women as it pertains to men. Women can change. Have you found that you have feelings of love for this woman?
Well, exactly, and that's the reason why I'm calling, because I really do like her. It's like a woman having a baby, and the baby seeing the mom for the first time. It's sort of like an attach. I gave her my virginity. You know, I wouldn't give it to anybody else that I didn't care for.
I can't believe the sound of these sappy calls. Anyhow,
well, and also here's another thing. You always say, what is a 20-year-old guy wanting to get into a serious relationship for anyway? So you gave over the virginity.
He's a serious-sounding guy, Terry. I'm not saying that he has to get into a relationship where he acts like a married man with this woman.
But that's what he wants to do.
No, he doesn't have to go that deep. He can have a relationship with this woman, keep it somewhat casual but somewhat serious, and see where it goes. He doesn't have to...
Man, are you telling me at 20 years old you did not have feelings for any girl? You know, you didn't want to get serious.
I had feelings for a lot of girls.
At the age of 20, huh?
All right, now you can have feelings for this woman and have something going with her, and still be actively acting like a single guy yourself to some extent. But you don't have to rule this woman out altogether. Hang with her, have sex with her, do what you want with her. You don't have to scrap her.
Oh, so you are a strong believer in premarital sex, are you?
Of course.
Yeah, that's the way to go, IT man.
What the hell is this guy talking about?
I don't know.
No, I'm understanding that you, a long-time listener, realize that I am totally against premarital sex. It makes no sense. It's so dirty and disgusting, and I'm... What the hell are you talking about, dude? Of course. Have sex with her.
Yeah.
Well, he already did.
Well, keep doing it.
Yeah.
If you like her. And then slowly but surely, you'll find out what you need to know about this woman and see if you want to really advance in any kind of relationship with her. But I don't see why you should get real serious.
He's too sensitive, though. He's
a real weird guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're a weird guy, man.
Yeah. I see your point.
Well, all right. Thanks for the call.
I see your point.
I never thought about that, but I see your point. I am weird.
You're on the air.
Hello, T-Man?
Yes.
Man, I'm married, and I want to know, why is it that wives make it feel like it's a carnal sin for a man to have women friends?
Well, it depends how friendly you are with these women.
No, I mean, we just
women
cool.
have women have very strong and accurate instincts. Don't try to downplay it as completely innocent type friendships that you have with these women. No man is really interested in having a true quintessential friendship with a woman that doesn't have even the remotest type of tinge of sexuality attached to it. You aren't friends with these women like you are your male friends. You're only friends with these women because you are, in some sense, thinking, turned on by the notion, whatever... But sex exists in this type of equation, all right? And your wife picks up on that, and that's why it bothers her.
Oh, no,
right,
I ain't
Mr. Innocent?
I ain't trying to get in none of these girls' pants. I'm just, saying we just cool. Everybody just, just kick it.
Then why? Why have female friends? What's the point? What's the point?
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Why are these female friends so important to you? Tell me.
Hey, I mean, it's just like having a male friend.
No, it's not.
You go out and...
She's hot, T-Man.
She got big ones. Why? She could be invited to her purse parties? What's so important about having these female friends? You want to go to candle parties? You don't want to miss. You don't want to miss the next greeting card party.
Oh, don't forget about scrapbooking either.
Girls want to get into that team, man.
You enjoy your scrapbooking?
It's all women do is scrapbook all day.
Loves that.
But it ain't got to be about getting in their pants all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Well, sir, then there's no reason. I agree with your wife. There's absolutely no reason for you to necessarily have all these type of outings with these females. All right? Unless you admit to us and you try to do a better job of covering up of how you're turned on by the notion of having these women around in case. It doesn't even have to become this, but as long as it's thought of, as long as he has those thoughts in his mind, at any minute this could turn into outright dirty dog sex.
Wow.
Maybe you won't ever cross that line, but you like to know it's nearby, don't you, sir?
No, it ain't like that.
Yeah, I see your point, T-Man. All right, whatever. Then I don't understand you. I don't get you. You like your female friends.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it. I mean, well, I see it ain't nothing wrong with it.
All right, well, you can convince your wife maybe at some point, but you're not going to convince me. I don't get it. I don't understand the point of it.
Well, if it's completely platonic like he says, why would she be mad?
Explain the point of it. I still don't get it. What's so great about hanging out with these women that it's no different than guys?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Everybody just hangs out, you know.
Is your wife there with you hanging out?
I mean, sometimes she doesn't get into my military side of life. You know, she's like that. She doesn't dealing with the military or anybody in the military, really.
So she isn't hanging.
All right, well, you enjoy your female friends, exchange your moisturizers, your VJ cream, everything. I don't want to stop that. I don't want to end that great situation you have for yourself there.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, thanks.
If you know it bothers your wife and you're not getting anything out of these women on a sexual level, I don't see why you don't just concede these female friends. Do you have other guys you can hang out with?
Yeah, that's true. All right.
All wives, whether it's male or female, have people that you kind of like hanging out with, but your wife doesn't like you hanging out with them. So, you got to pick your battles. All right. I won't talk to that person anymore. They're not blowing me.
Oh, but if they were, couldn't get rid of them.
Yeah, I talk to them once a week. If they are, then maybe they're worth fighting for.
There you go.
You're on the air.
Hello?
Yes.
This is T-Man?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, I'm got a relationship question.
Yes. How can I be of service to you?
Well, I've been recently single for the last 7 weeks.
Right.
And I've been seeing this one guy for about, we'd see each other on the weekends for booty calls.
Right.
And I've emailed him and I've called him and he hasn't returned my call.
Right.
So what do you think I should do?
Right.
Should I call him?
Right.
Again? Well, are
right.
you going to give me some advice?
I'm sorry, what's that now?
Are you going to give me some advice?
I wasn't really listening. Say it again.
Well, I just want to know if I should call him again.
What'd you say, Terry? She's got some guy that she had sex with?
She just got, single for the last 7 weeks, and a guy that she had on the side for booty calls is now no longer interested in talking to her because she's not taken, and so what should she do?
He liked her when she was taken, and now that she's not taken?
That's the way it sounds like,
Now that she's not taken, he's not into her anymore.
Right, he hasn't. He stopped writing, emailing,
we've been seeing
calling.
each other since I've been single.
Right.
Oh, you didn't point that out.
Well, maybe he's gotten sick of you. You ever think of that?
Well, he says
Maybe
he sits there and says that he's comfortable around me.
And
you know,
maybe
we've
he's
had a good
done with
time.
you. Maybe he's run his course with you as far as getting everything out of you that he hoped to get out of you. There's nothing else to get out of you that he hasn't gotten already. You've been used.
There's a lot more to get out of me.
Well, that's what you think. He doesn't say it.
Well, he should see it.
Baby back rib dinners aren't something he's into.
It's not no baby back rib dinner.
Everything sexual, he's seen, he's done, he's out.
My turn. Oh,
wow.
I'm sorry. Was that out loud?
So you think he's out?
It sounds like it to me. Sounds like a typical situation where the guy's run through you for a couple of dozen times over a 7-week period, and now he's moving on.
How long's it been since the last communication?
It's been almost 2 weeks.
Doesn't seem that tough to break down. You may get an email from him about 4 weeks from now when things dry up in his world and he's looking for someone that he knows he can make happen in a matter of a couple of hours or a day. You may get a call from him or an email from him then, but that's pretty much what it sounds like to me. It doesn't seem that difficult to break down.
But he's a really great guy.
So great.
Doesn't sound like it.
He is. He's really nice, and he is very attractive. And
Well, then how do you explain that he hasn't had any contact with you over the past 2 weeks? Do you think maybe he's lost on a mountain somewhere?
Wow.
I don't know. I want to know if I don't know. Because I still have some
You sound pretty...
sexual needs.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he does too. He's just deciding he'd rather try to get him elsewhere now. You sound a little bit gullible, like you, let a guy in that you thought maybe was a nicer guy than maybe he is or isn't. I don't know how nice it is for him to keep calling you. If that makes him any nicer, I don't think it necessarily does. Would he be nicer if he kept contact with you? He'd be a nicer guy?
Yeah.
Why? Still be having the same thoughts about you, but he'd email you once in a while?
He hasn't emailed me for like a couple weeks.
I got that.
Should be a tough one to pull the wool over on.
Wow, yeah, that's what he's saying.
You have to really put your best material out there to get her to lay down, Terry.
Yeah, sounds like
All right, listen.
But I've been in a relationship
I know.
years,
You got to have a long-term relationship. You were exposed. You were vulnerable. A guy capitalized on that who you thought was a nice guy, who probably is a decent enough guy, but he's done with you. Done!
Don't say that.
He's done with you. As I said, even though he is done with you, you may get a call or an email in the next couple of weeks when he wants something quick and easy.
Ooh, easy. So you're saying I'm easy, huh?
Absolutely, that's what I'm saying. You're quick and you're easy.
You're the one who described the situation as a booty call, so...
And let me tell you something. That's very needed.
That's what we do every time we see
Well,
each
then
other,
why...
so.
That's very hot. I love women like you. I think you're awesome.
Well,
I'm not looking down on you because you're quick and you're easy. I think you're terrific. But you are quick and easy.
Quick and easy.
It's like shake and bake chicken, right?
Yeah, quick and easy.
It's not like I want a relationship, but shoot, I want some booty too when I want it.
Well, I'm sure you could find it from somebody else.
you think?
Women don't have that hard a time when they're really looking for someone to screw them. It's not that difficult to find someone. Now, maybe this guy was a good-looking guy, and it's going to be hard to find someone maybe of that good-looking caliber, but I shouldn't take that long.
I hate girls who want good-looking.
Mm-hmm.
Selfish.
What was that?
Are you hot or no?
I'm good looking.
You're
yeah.
chubby, though, aren't you?
No, I'm not chubby at all. I'm like 5'7", and I weigh 144 pounds. I'm losing more weight, trying to tone up my belly.
Losing more weight.
Try to get a tan, look
We're all
hot.
trying to tone up our belly.
Yeah, I've been trying to do this for a while.
I'm trying to fill up my belly.
Well, I appreciate the call. We have told you exactly the way it is. Expect a call from this guy, I'd say maybe even this weekend.
Well, I'll be out of town this weekend.
But you'll be phased out by this guy. You're being phased out right now. And I know that's tough to deal with. It's not easy for the ego, but you'll get over it.
I'm sure I will, but...
If you need help getting... If you need... Well, he doesn't like you as much as you like him, unfortunately.
But he's such a great guy. He just has sex with me.
If you need help getting over it, you can come down here for personal consultations. All right?
Who's going to give me my personal confrontation?
Not confrontations.
Oh, Lord.
Hang on. She's perfect.
I love girls like that.
God, get her name and number, right?
All right? Pasty needs some cheering up, by the way, the other side of the desk. By the way, this just in, Terry.
Yes?
Macaulay Culkin has hit the stand and has denied ever being molested by Michael Jackson.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Wow. But he wants to know why Michael doesn't call anymore.
The T-Man.
Sure that no one was in harm's way. I mean, this is a precaution that the White House and certainly Capitol Hill takes. Move quickly while the fighter jets were scrambled. we've gotten it all clear.
As we're speaking, Terry, the FBI or the FBI building, I believe, the White House and the Capitol buildings have been evacuated. Something going on in D.C.
17th and Pennsylvania Avenue.
An aircraft went into restricted airspace.
Yes.
Now been given an all clear, and it appears that quickly business is returning to normal here as people are and tourists are walking past in front of the White House within minutes. How quickly things get dramatically urgent and then have returned to normal.
Ah, it's nice.
Tell us about where the
Seems like a false alarm.
as well as the vice president.
Important to point out, that's right, the president was not here at the White House. He had left early this morning. As you know, we just got back from the trip to Europe. And so the president this morning had decided to go out for a bike ride to Beltsville, Maryland. So was never in the White House. 2 weeks ago.
He uses the proper hand signal stuff.
Incursion of White House airspace. The president was taken to a secure bunker along with Vice President Dick Cheney. That was the first time 2 weeks ago that had happened since September 11th. We don't know yet the status of where the vice president was at this time. As I pointed out, when we were being urged to exit from the White House grounds, there was a motorcade that was quickly loaded up and exited from West Executive Avenue out through Pennsylvania Avenue. It's not clear who was in that motorcade at that time, but clearly there was a very rapid evacuation of the White House. But again, all things clear and back to normal.
Okay, let's give away some wrestling tickets. What do you say?
Go for a bike ride.
First caller at 1-866-663-T-Man. We were told this morning we have the wrestling tickets for the big shindig happening in Tacoma in a couple of weeks.
Right.
How many pairs of those do we have, Pastela?
Seven pairs.
7 pairs. Let's give away 1 pair right now. What's the date of this Tacoma Dome experience of wrestling extravaganza?
Friday, May 27th.
Yes, Friday, May 27th.
Ooh, very cool.
T-Town. It's going to be, what is it labeled as? WrestleMania what?
Revenge.
WrestleMania Revenge. Live in the Tacoma Dome for the first caller.
Great way to start your Memorial Day weekend.
Funny. Nothing more patriotic than enjoying some wrestling in the Tacoma Dome. You're on the air. Hello. Hello? This was gonna be the winner.
Oh, well.
This was a ringing phone line.
Yeah.
I almost thought I heard someone there for a second. So did I. Are you there?
I'm here.
Oh.
Hey.
How can we be of help to you?
I was just wondering if I was the first caller.
You are, but you don't sound like the wrestling type.
I'm not. My husband is.
No, T-Man, throw 8 beers down me, and I'm running onto that apron.
Did you expect her to all of a sudden
jump into the top rope? Oh, my. All right. Well, then it sounds like you and your husband, is he going to take you, do you think? We'll be enjoying some Tacoma Dome fun to start your Memorial Day weekend. Congratulations.
Awesome. Thank you.
Wow.
That's as excited as you get?
I'm excited. I'm at work.
What do you do?
I work for T-Mobile.
Yeah, it's impossible to be excited at work. We understand.
Well, why don't you have a reasonable excuse to just jump up and down on your cubicle right now. You won wrestling tickets.
I'm jumping up and down in my seat.
No, you're lying to us now, and because of that, you just lost your wrestling. Wow.
You pulled them back?
Gotta pull them back, Terry. I can't have liars going to this wrestling event, Terry.
No,
That's the
you
last
can't.
thing Vince McMahon wants.
That's right.
You don't want a Tacoma Dome filled with liars.
No.
People at Verizon get very excited.
Of course, people don't have cowbells right in their cubicles ready
Now,
to go.
of course, you could win those tickets back if you started jumping up and down on your desk.
That one's probably not going to happen.
Well, then I guess your wrestling night isn't going to
But you
happen.
didn't want me to lie.
Well, you already did lie, so now you got to make up for it by jumping up and down on your desk.
Okay, and then if I jump up and down on my desk, I'll get them.
Yes, you will.
Okay.
Okay.
I am jumping up and down right now.
Lie number 2.
Lie number 2.
Not on my desk, on the floor.
Well, you have to get on the desk.
We want to hear your heels
What
go
if she
clickety
falls through
click.
the desk,
Yeah,
though?
well, now that would be 4 tickets.
She falls through the desk. I'm sure she has long-term disability that she could...
Affleck.
Yes. Are you going to jump on the desk?
No, I'm not.
Okay, thanks for the call.
Oh.
Take care.
So close.
Really?
Yes. You have one last chance. Or else
I
would've-
can't do it.
Well, then I can't send you to a wrestling experience that your husband would have enjoyed for a lifetime filled with memories and unbelievable amounts of nostalgia.
What a great wife you are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, thank you.
My wife would do it for me.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Take care. Goodbye.
Wow. They were there.
They were in the seats, Terry.
Yes, they were.
Then she had to go and lie.
Yeah, she did. 2 of them.
You know, all she had to do was just sound a little bit excited.
Right.
I can't give tickets away to people that aren't excited. That's the T-Man rule as far as contests are concerned.
Mm-hmm.
May not exist for the rest of the station. It does with me. You're going to be in the Tacoma Dome? Show me some excitement!
Go back to figuring out why my bill is more than they always say it's going to be. Oh, sorry.
And now she's going to call the station and complain, and she's going to get nowhere. Nowhere!
He said I won, and then he said...
Well, I say a lot of things that turn out not to be true.
It's our contest. We can do what we want.
That's
Mhm.
true. It's our disclaimer.
You could have 18 empty seats there. 16 or
Anytime,
14 or however.
anytime they know that they're going to give me stuff to give away, they know that I have my own specific rules, and they know that I do things that the way it comes to me is different than it may pertain to other people on the other radio station, Terry, and they know that.
Yes, they do.
You're on the air. And I'm sure there's some people out there that feel sorry for that bitch, but that's too bad.
I feel sorry for her.
I don't. Show me a little excitement.
She seemed
Man,
a little abrupt.
You're not at a freaking funeral here! You're on the air.
I get excited at those.
Do you? Oh, yeah, you
Open
do.
casket, yes. Get to touch me.
You're on the air. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
What's going on? Is this Cube?
Turn your radio down.
There you go.
What do you want? I'm not in a great mood.
Not in a great mood. On tickets to wrestling.
And if I give them to you, what will you, who will you take?
Who will I take?
Don't repeat. I can't, that's one of the rules, by the way.
I know. You would think that really people would know that by now.
Don't repeat every question I ask of you.
Don't repeat every question you ask me.
Even if you can't hear it.
You're on the air.
Say something.
Just not the question.
So far, 2 bitches, no tickets.
Whoa.
2 bitches.
Oh, you're on the air.
Hello?
Are you a bitch?
Wow.
Hello?
I asked you a question.
How's it going?
Not bad. How are you? Thanks for
I'm all right.
asking.
You got the wrestling tickets?
Yes, I do.
Can I get those?
I would love to give them to you.
All right.
That doesn't mean I'm going to give them to you.
What you want me to do?
Well, who are you going to go with? I want to just visualize you in a seat next to whom?
I might bring my friend or my girlfriend.
And what is it going to come down to as far as this unbelievable decision you have in store for you if you were to win these tickets?
I'll probably bring my homeboy because me and him like wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Sounds fair enough to me, Terry.
Yes, it does.
Together?
Yeah.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Jesse.
Well, Jesse, congratulations. You've won wrestling tickets.
All right. Thank you. Yes. Hello?
All right. Yes. Thank you.
Well, it was a little bit more
Thanks a lot,
enthusiastic
T-Man.
than the last guy, because the last woman was like, okay, thanks, bye. Like,
You're the best, T-Man. I listen to you every day.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny, huh?
That is good. Come on.
That was kind of cute.
Yeah. Doesn't sound like a bitch to me.
And I'm not saying I'm giving away the greatest prize in the world that makes you want to do cartwheels here, Terry.
Right.
But show me a little
understand.
something.
Well, wasn't that a little something?
I guess that was a little something.
All right.
Hang on, Jesse. You're a winner.
Yay, Jesse.
All right, thank you.
Enjoy the night, man.
You.
Thanks a lot.
All right, buddy. There he goes.
Jesse.
We got to remember, we are talking to wrestling fans. So level of expectations is a little bit lower.
I understand. And maybe everyone's a little bit, a little unmoved or a little bothered by the notion that our nation's capital is in distress right now, and maybe that has to be factored in here, Terry. I should have taken that into consideration.
Mm-hmm.
But it sounds like everything's back to normal, right?
Yeah.
Air curtain around with the fighter jets up in the air all the time.
Or maybe not.
The T-Man. So, you want to win $1,000 with Cube 93's Big Spring Cha-Ching? Well, it's not going to be as easy.
Not quite!
Oh my God.
Yep.
Can you feel it?
Yes.
Can you feel it building?
I'm warning you right now.
Really gonna feel the pain.
That's right. For the $1,000, you're going to have to deal with him.
How does that make you feel? Make you feel like you have a smoker's laugh there?
Check your game piece and listen to T-Man Thursday morning for the song of the day. Oh, and good luck. The Big Spring Cha-Ching, brought to you by Pepsi.
Cube 93.
Mm-hmm. How old is Ralph Tresvant now?
About 40.
Oh, jeez.
40. 38, maybe.
If they were coming, new edition, coming in concert, you going?
Yes, absolutely. I am there.
If I could make a call, get him to Summer Jam, would you go?
Absolutely.
Oh, jeez.
I would love to see them again. Minus Bobby Brown, of course, but
it'd be a pretty big show. Even Johnny Gill, Terry.
Oh yeah,
oh
yeah, great.
You can rub Terry the right way.
Oh,
Look out!
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
Let's see what I can do.
I like that. Pull some strings.
I think we already have a lineup pretty much assembled.
Really?
I will find out who is going to be appearing at Summer Jam and ruin it before Eric Powers can make his big announcement.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Isn't that coming up soon?
It's tradition, Terry.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I think is he scheduled to make the announcement soon? What day?
Gosh.
Tune in on Thursday.
I'm not quite sure, but I know it's soon because I was talking
Find
to
out what day.
promotions.
We got to do it the day before.
Okay, I will.
It's funny, I can't remember. It's only like the promo every time we go into a break.
Well, I mean,
it makes him mad every year when I do that, Terry.
Yeah.
So I got to do two things. I got to find out what day he's planning on revealing some big names.
Okay, so Stephen, what day is it since you know?
I'm not saying
And
that I
then
know.
B, I got to find out what the big names are. So I can spoil the big thunderous moment.
Oh.
Hey, look, we had a discussion about this, and I would like you to not do that anymore.
God, you are
That's
scary. That is scary.
That's the kind of guy I am. I get a cheap thrill out of this every single year, Terry.
I know.
Want to hear the promo? See when it's coming up?
All right, go ahead, yeah.
The party.
Oh, Keisha, hi.
The hottest music. And you the world famous Summer Jam is coming.
Monday, May 16th at 5 p.m. A double Summer Jam announcement.
Double announcement.
Wow.
The one announcement doesn't do enough of an impact anymore. All right, Steven, that's great. You can stop that anytime you're ready.
He's like, no, I can't. No, I can't.
I now know that the big announcement is set for Monday morning, which means before Friday. I will have to have done two things. I'll have to find out who the big announcement's going to be.
Cool.
And reveal it live on these airwaves. I think I'll have it done by tomorrow, Terry.
Okay.
By tomorrow morning.
Oh, super.
The T-Man will have a big Summer Jam announcement. Summer Jam.
Jam.
Hey, look, Dirty Harry and I have a really big plan for that show.
Summer Jam.
Can you please not screw it up for us?
Now, what if he was talking to Pasty?
Yeah.
Let's hear Flowers explain that to Pasty right now. Go ahead.
Hey, Dave, look, I have this big show planned, Dirty Harry and I.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
I'm really hoping that you guys won't screw it up, Please, can you guys do that?
Okay, I'll see what I can do, dude. But I gotta go smoke right now, so probably not.
And that's pretty much the conversation they'll have right after the show. You're on the air.
You don't want to hear other promos?
Other promos?
There is?
As a matter of fact,
Not for Summer Jam.
if I had known we could have done that all morning, that would have been the way to go. You're on the air, yes. Wall-to-wall promos.
See what's coming up on the old school
Oh,
line.
jeez.
Oh, Lord.
Anyone there? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, hi, you're on.
No. Hi, guys. I just want to tell you guys are awesome, for
Oh,
one.
jeez. Yes?
And I wanted to talk to Terry about something.
Hi.
What's with this
Hi, Terry.
newfound, let's turn to Terry for advice?
I have no idea. I'm just as
When Terry's the smart one on the show, we're all in trouble.
I think that may be the case. Okay, what would you like to ask of Terry Free? She's here,
Actually,
the
I
mud
wa-
flaps are ready to go. What do you got?
Actually, I wanted to talk to everybody and tell everybody, but
All right, whatever. What's your question? What do you need?
as far as because Terry's really into the domestic violence kind of situation.
Oh, she is the resident expert, yes. On the receiving end. We're more on the dishing out. So, yes, go ahead.
So I kind of wanted to get her point of view, and I kind of wanted to get T-Man's point of view from a guy point of view.
Are you being beaten on a regular basis?
Huh?
Are you being beaten from pillar to post by someone that you love?
No, it's pretty much, it's an ex-boyfriend.
An ex-boyfriend is coming around for sex and beatings?
And no, he's not actually touching me. He's doing just mental. We have kids together. They're older, 15,
Right.
17. And, I mean, he just does anything to be involved in my life in a negative way.
Okay.
And I mean, we have kids together, so I realize we're going to be involved
You
together.
have kids together. All right. So what's the question that you would like to ask the resident expert on mental and physical beatings, that being Terry Free? What's your question?
Just, I mean, what do you do? I mean, how do you get away from it?
You call the police and you report him as harassing you, and
that's no fun.
But I mean,
but the thing is, your kids are teenagers, or they're what? You said 16 and 17.
Yeah.
Right?
Didn't you hear the story Terry read earlier on? Take your big old broad, strangle the dude.
I didn't say that. But I'm sure that your kids can...
Well, you read that story,
well,
right?
yeah, I did, but I'm not saying take your bra off, honey, and strangle.
I'm saying it. That'll teach him coming around.
Yeah, and then he really strikes back.
Oh,
but I think that your kids can probably go see him without you being involved.
Right, but I mean, it's just, okay, like, for example, my son had recently ran away, and he doesn't want anything to do with his dad. So the house I'm living in, his dad owns, and that's kind of child support for my daughter that lives with me.
When was the last time you had sex with this man?
Hmm?
When was the last time you had sex with this man? And don't lie or I'll know you're lying.
Over
Be
9 years
honest.
ago.
Over 9 years ago.
I believe it.
And he's been harassing you for 9 years?
He just won't stop, and it's stupid stuff. Like I was giving you, I live here in this house. It's his house. He owns it for child support. And the next door neighbor, her well is on this well.
Her well?
Yeah.
Wow, you guys must live way out there, huh?
Are you Laura Ingalls Wilder?
Wow, you're Stephen's neighbor?
No wonder your kid ran away from home to get a drink. Yes.
So anyway, I've been paying her power, so for using the well. So the power was put in his name. He didn't tell me, but he went back and put it in his name, so now the power's off over here.
Oh, my gosh.
You see
know
what I'm
I
saying?
don't know if that's harassment, Terry.
Yes, it is, because she's got a child there. What are you talking
well,
about?
It sounds like he just thought he was doing something a little bit more economical.
Oh, please.
Than she.
No. I mean,
you
it's
know
any
what?
little
Get out
thing
of the
like
house.
that.
So what? Sell the
Well,
house.
that's-
Just get the child support. If that's the case, go to court.
And you know,
I don't think she wants to go to court, Terry. I think she's
Obviously she
turned on
doesn't.
by this man's harassment. You can only be harassed for so long, and then
Yeah.
you do something about it. It seems like you like it.
9 years is a little
Do you
long.
like it?
do I hate it?
Oh.
No, I don't
do
like it.
something
Well,
about it.
that's another option.
Yeah. Then
I mean,
then,
it's like, and I try to take him to court for it, but he does things to where he really can't get in trouble for it. They don't do anything to him for it.
Doesn't sound like he's done it that much. You turned off your power. Cute little joke.
Yeah, nice.
Well, maybe he would give a side of the story as to you, like, abusing the privilege of living in that house and jacking up this or that, and he just wanted to send a message. I guess it doesn't work out either way.
It does.
But like you said, 9 years, though? I mean,
Yeah,
come
that's
on.
a
How long can you get
long
harassed
time.
for?
Yeah, he just that's why I don't know what to do.
Why would he harass you for 9 years?
I don't know. I don't understand it. I do not know.
It's like Gacy and he got harassed by John, yet he calls him all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't buy it.
I really don't understand. I mean, and
Do you
it's just
talk to him outside of like Hotshot claims? He doesn't believe that you don't ever speak to him. I mean, that he believes that you probably talk to him every day.
I mean, is he coming around and threatening you? Is he coming around and doing stuff to you or your home?
Well, he did.
The worst thing he did was make a call and have your power turned off. Did I hear that right?
One thing. That's just one thing.
What else did he do? Give me another example. I need something else.
When we went to court for my son running away, I tried to get, is what I was told to do by the juvenile services, is to either put my son in CRC or to go to court and get a temporary restraining order.
And?
So I went to court, got a temporary restraining order. He went in there trying to make me, people I had never even seen before in my life. I've never met them. He took like 7 or 8 declarations in there and saying bad things
How is
about
that
me.
harassment? He was just trying to make his case. Maybe he lied a little bit in the court case.
but it's perjury there on
People
his
lie in court cases. That's not harassment. He did
How's
it.
that not harassment?
Fine, it's against the law, but it wouldn't go under the umbrella of harassment, Terry.
No,
It may be perjury.
okay.
It may be, but it's you got harassed in a public courthouse. That's what you want us to understand here. That's the best example you have of his harassment.
Well, no, there's a lot of different things. I mean, when he brought
why would you get a restraining order against him for your son running away? I don't get that.
Because he was hitting my son.
So why would your son run away from your house?
No, he didn't. My son was living with him.
Oh, I see.
My son ran away from his house.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to protect my son and go to court and get a restraining order.
All right. Well, that makes sense then. Well, never mind. Maybe. All right. Well, we're out of time.
Good luck, though.
Yeah. Have a good life.
Yeah, sounds like you like it.
I don't, you guys. I mean, and it's just, I've tried, I mean...
He shouldn't be hitting your son, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right, that's bad.
Huh?
He shouldn't be hitting your son, that's for sure.
No, he shouldn't. And
Okay.
But I mean, he's remarried. He has a kid. I don't get involved in their life. I don't mess with them. I don't.
Again, I'm not hearing great examples of how he gets involved in your life in a major fashion. But all right, whatever. So what's your question? What's your specific question? How do you get him from stop? Terry suggested the best way to do it is call the police and explain your story.
Or the other thing too is go ahead and just detach yourself from like him altogether. Move out of the house, move out of his house. Anything that has to do with him, just detach yourself.
That's what I'm doing.
I'd rather freeload and be harassed.
Yeah. I say you take his other son hostage. Leave me alone, or I'm not going to release him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just considering it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you call us back when we have more time? We'll try to figure things out a little bit more. All right?
Okay.
But if you say that the courts and the police say that he hasn't done anything that really can be labeled as harassment, maybe it's just for that reason, that he really hasn't done any real harassing type things.
I don't know. If you guys had more time, I could sit here.
The turn the power off thing, I guarantee you if we had him on, he'd have an explanation as to why he did that. That would make some sense.
Yeah, that's what.
I think you just want
I always got some excuse, so.
Well, I'm not. You had time to give me a better example. I didn't hear it. As opposed to him parading people into the courtroom, trying to tear down your character. That's how people sometimes go about their court cases.
It's the beauty of the system.
Beauty of the system. The judge is there to decide whether he's making it up or not. That's not harassment.
Does he stalk you at work or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm waiting to hear that. I'm waiting to hear he follows you. He threatens that if you go out with someone, he'll do this.
He calls you.
He even calls you names. I didn't hear anything like that.
Well, like, he'll go.
Too late.
He'll go and talk to my neighbors. Just, I don't know. I don't even know what he talks to them about. I don't care. I don't go bother my neighbors like he does for whatever reason.
How do you get your lawn so green?
Maybe he's friends with them.
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's not, because she's come to me and said that she doesn't want to be involved in everything else, but he continues to go over there.
What does he say to them? What does he ask of them? Does he try to find out your whereabouts through the neighbors?
I don't get her involved. She doesn't want to be involved. I tell her that. So I'm not going to sit here and, ask you or anything because I know
still
you
not get her involved and ask her what he was asking her about, but all right, whatever. Call us back when you want. All right? Would you like some Star Wars passes?
Star Wars passes. I didn't even know you guys had them.
Well, we do have them.
Yeah.
Only if you take this guy.
Jeez.
Hang on the line. You have to take the guy who's been harassing you.
No.
All right, we'll give you passes anyway. Hang on, okay?
Okay.
There you go.
God,
They sound like wrestling fans, though.
You are just obnoxious. Jeez.
That'd be kind of cool, though.
Come on.
She'd be like, okay, I'll do it.
I bet she would have.
The T-Man.